Here we go. We're back again for more pain. More pain, but not just pain today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mikey Hot Takes. Let me introduce myself if you don't know already. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be watching the New York Football Giants try to avoid embarrassment and going 0-3 today against the Atlanta Falcons. Couple of quick game notes. So, Kenny Golladay is active. That's big. I saw a report from Ian Rappaport as well that Kadarius Toney is going to get a ton of snaps today. So, listen, this is a big game for the Giants. No questions asked, but it's a big day for all Giants fans. As you can see, we switched the jersey, and we went with the number 10 today. And if you have a number 10 jersey, and I'm sure you do, if you're watching this stream, you probably have a number 10 jersey, Eli Manning. Let's go. James and Esteban in the building already. Let's go, guys. Big Blue, we need a W. But what do you guys predictions for the game? Let's get them out quickly. I say the Giants are going to win today. How dare I think such a thing? But it'll never be easy, right, with the Giants. So I'm going 27-24. G-Men. Last minute, Graham Gano, bomb. Best player on the team. That's my pick. But, yes, I saw Kadarius Toney's going to get more snaps today, and I really hope so. I mean, the guy's getting killed online. He's a first-round pick. He's got to be on the field. Otherwise, you wasted a first-round pick, and then you look at other areas of this team, like the offensive line, like the defense, and you start to scratch your head like receiver's the last thing this team needs, especially when you went out and got Kenny Golladay in the offseason. Let's go. We also got a little Tottenham Arsenal. Absolute disgrace, by the way. If you don't know, I'm a Tottenham Hotspur supporter. One of the worst games you'll ever watch if you're a Tottenham fan today. So it can't possibly get worse, right? It cannot possibly get worse for me. with the New York Football Giants. It's Eli Manning Day. If the Giants lose on Eli Manning Day, Esteban says 34-31 G-Men. Turn it up for Eli. Love it. James, 30-27. So we're all going high scoring and a 3-point game. So what can go wrong, right? What can go wrong? Matty Ice is going to tear them up. I have no reason to believe that Matty Ice isn't gonna dot them all around short underneath and just eat up tons of clock on them today. I think they're going to be able to score, though. I do. Here we go. Eli Manning Day. If Joe Judge, if you disgrace this team on Eli Manning Day, then it really, nothing needs to be said from this point forward. On to the next one. Everyone out. And we're underway. Touchback from Graham Gano. Matty Ice taking the field with that beautiful 4K camera. I love that 4K on-field camera that they have. It's pretty sick. Can't imagine how it's not distracting for like Matt Ryan and like these players, but it's pretty sweet. Kyle Pitts is going to abuse the Giants. He just looks like a beast out there. Yep. Defense going to look like Swiss cheese. I agree, Stubbs. Here we go. Matty Ice under center. 1st and 10. Let's get off the field early. Hand off to Mike Davis. Missed tackle, and another missed tackle, and he ends up getting about 4 or 5 yards. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Can't get wrapped up. Falls forward for about 4 or 5 yards. That's what this defense does. That is what this defense does. Matty Ice drops it off to Mike Davis in the flat on 2nd and 5, and he gets about 3 yards. So we'll have another 3rd and short here for the Giants. This is where they feel comfortable, but honestly, I don't feel comfortable with them here. This is easy for most offenses in the NFL. 3rd and 2. And a lot of times, if you're putting yourself, like, if you have good field position and you're the offense, you're going for it on 4th and 1 if you get a yard, or 4th and 2 if it stays the same. You might go for it. You're inclined to. So I'm sick of this, like, bend, and maybe the other team makes a mistake. Matt Ryan's getting 2 yards 90% of the time, I guarantee you. That's one thing he could still do, Matt Ryan, is dunk it off for 2 yards, an easy one. Here we go. Ryan in shotgun. Ooh, and on cue. Oh, and we got a PI. PI. He thinks it's clean. Who was it? Rodarius Williams, the 7th-round pick, getting some snaps. And that's what happens when you start a 7th-round rookie at cornerback. PI, right away. How's everybody doing today? We're starting off with coffee. I'm not opening up a BL until I see either Eli Manning's retirement, which would be at halftime, or a Giants touchdown. Whichever comes first. We're sipping on a coffee right now. If you're just popping in for a second, hit that like button for us. Helps out. Here we go. Matt Ryan on 1st and 10. Handoff to Cordero Patterson. He gets like swallowed up after like a yard and a half by Blake Martinez. So that's what we need to say. Like, you need to keep Matt Ryan on long down situations. He cannot be. I mean, that last play was PI and it was close, but it was PI. And you have to keep Matt Ryan making throws down the field. I don't want to see him being able to pick up 3-4 yards, eat clock all game. Here we go. Patterson in the backfield. Ryan under center. 2nd and 9 here. Wow, Esteban, that's dope. Sitting dead center in Fenway tonight. I wish you were. I bet you wish you were last night. Patterson picks it up on 2nd and 9. I think he's going to get a first down here on a little screen pass. Oh, they're marking him short. 3rd and 1. And like I said, 3rd and 1 is a very doable down and distance. Like, that's where you want to be on 3rd down at the very least. That's as good as it gets on 3rd down. So the Giants need to start making some impact plays in the backfield, tackles for losses, sacks. The pass rush is non-existent since Leonard Williams. Somebody's hurt. It looks like it's Blake Martinez. Awesome. The jinx of the pre-slate that had Blake Martinez on it. So now when I play that pre-slate, that little slate that you see in the beginning of the stream, it's going to have Blake Martinez at halftime. It's going to be so ironic because he's probably out for the game. That's brutal. So 2 weeks in a row, Giants looks like they're losing captains on both sides of their ball. Great. Yeah, that home run from Stanton was pretty legit. I'm not a hater. I'm a Mets fan, but I'm not a hater. Like, if that was pretty sick. That's as good as it gets for a Yankee fan to see that at Fenway. That would be sweet. All right, what's the other game right now? But today is all about Eli Manning. Today is all about Eli Manning. If you don't agree, then I think you're a hater. He's the greatest New York non-Yankee athlete. I would say right behind Derek Jeter of our lifetime, he's probably the number 2 all-time New York sports athlete. Oh, looks like Tottenham got a goal here. Ha ha! Welcome to the party, guys. If Tottenham somehow equalizes, then we're having a day. That's not happening now. We're going to the G-Men, don't worry. But I do want to see who put it in. Some time wasting. This is what... Oh, Sonny scored just now. Just missed it. So right away we have a stop and start football game. I need to see. So yeah, Devontae Booker was a healthy scratch today, which is really surprising. Like, he got signed to be the backup running back, and now he's a healthy scratch in week 3. That's brutal. Saquon better have a big day today, man. It's been too long since we've seen this guy have a big game. Checking out the early fantasy right now. Nothing going on. It's a little early, first drive. We're not red zoning it today because we are locking in to New York Football Giants. If they lose today, then we may not. I don't know. Will we want to do a stream for an 0-4 football team or an 0-3 football team? I don't know. Maybe just for the pain. Nothing like recording another man's pain on camera. That's what I've learned. Here we go. Let's see what the injury is for Blake Martinez. Is it a... Oh, no. That looked non-contact. That didn't look good for Blake Martinez. I'm hoping for the best. 3rd and 1, and the Giants stuff it. Big run stuff. Leonard Williams in on there, and who else? Looks like Tay Crowder makes the play. There we go. That's a big play from Tay Crowder. And he was a steal as Mr. Irrelevant in last year's draft. That is probably, in my opinion, a top 3 Dave Gettleman draft pick. And that's not saying anything. The guy's like a inside linebacker number 2 on this team. Well, now he might be inside linebacker number 1. So that's a big start for Tay Crowder right there. That's his first play without Blake Martinez on the field, and he's going to run stuff, forcing a 3 and out. So here we go. Punting to Peppers. He lets it go into the end zone. Touchback. So we'll get our first look at this offense. It's about damn time. It looks like a beautiful day to be at MetLife Stadium, to be honest. I thought about heading out there today. Time would not allow it. But we're here with you today. Coffee's slapping right now. It's bringing me back. Danny Dimes right away. Don't turn it over. That's what I can't have. Defense gets a 3 and out. Don't go backwards. Let's see Saquon and Evan. Evan Ingram's playing today. Hey, they're 0-2 without him this year. That's a stat. So it can't possibly get worse with Ingram, can it? We'll see. The problem with Ingram is he just gets open and he still ruins the play. Like, I'd rather you just not get open. If you can't get open, then Jones won't throw to you. Jones, play action, dumps it off to Saquon, and Saquon gets a first down and a little bit more. About a 14-yard gain on first down. That's what you like to see. Jason Garrett, play action. You could tell there were some guys going down the field. Jones didn't like what he saw. Dumps it off to Saquon. An elite weapon out of the backfield, and that's probably one of Saquon's better plays this season, probably his second best play this season, which isn't saying too much because he's been terrible so far this year. But that was a big play. It's an encouraging start for at least Saquon. Jones, that was just a check down, and it was the right read. Here we go. Hand off to Saquon on 1st and 10, and he gets about 2, and there's a flag on the play. And we think, what do you think is on this? This is definitely a hold, right? I hope this isn't on the yep, this is on the defense. Nope. 68. Who's that? Oh, 69. Nice. Billy Price. That's going to be all game against Grady Jarrett. Best player on the Falcons defense against this guy who signed off the scrap heap or traded for a couple weeks ago, wherever the hell they got Billy Price from. 1st and 20 now, so that's a drive killer right away. Right away, this drive is killed. Jones in the shotgun on 1st and 20. You got to get some yardage here, obviously. Great analysis. Jones keeps it. Doesn't like what he sees. Takes it himself and gets about 4 or 5. No flag on the play, which is interesting. It looks like they might have won. The Giants sideline looks like they want it. Oh! The offensive line loves doing this thing where they go to bat for Jones as soon as he gets hit, which you love to see. I mean, the guy, I feel like defenses kind of take their shot at Jones because, one, he's got the fumble issue, so they're like, if I just rock this kid, he might lose the football. But 2, I just think Jones is like, he's just like a very pickable, like an easy target for a defender to just like try to bully. In the NFL, Daniel Jones is the dude that looks like he gets bullied. That's just the cold, hard truth. Here we go. Jones in the shotgun, 2nd and 12. Dumps it off, and Darius Slayton gets about 5 or 6. So they'll have at least a manageable 3rd down after the brutal penalty on 1st and 10. After you start the drive good with the little Saquon check down, it stalls right away. On a stupid run play that was going nowhere anyway, Billy Price still holds. Saquon's never, like, they're going to have to give him more pitches. Like, I don't know why they don't pitch it to him and let him just make one cut and run straight up the field. Like, I'm sick of him trying to go up the gut. It's clearly not what he does. Here we go. Daniel Jones, 3rd and 4. Manageable down here. Jones airing it out. Looking for Galladay. And he caught it. What a play. What a pitch and catch. I don't even think that was Galladay. It was C.J. Board. Oh, my goodness gracious. C.J. Board down the field. Whew. That's a Danny dime. That's the first one of the day, baby. That's a dime. Look at the way he throws the football there, man. That's a beautiful pitch and catch. Let's go. C.J. Board's still on the field. People bitching about Kadarius Toney, but C.J. Board's out here catching dimes. Giants now threatening outside the 20. The Falcons 20. That was a big play. Saquon dances a little bit and goes forward. Gets about 6 or 7 there. That's a good carry from Saquon. Already an encouraging 2. Like, when Saquon puts together 2 plays in a row, that's like, okay, finally, maybe he's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm here because usually it's one player bust with him throughout the game in recent memory. So hopefully he can change that today. Good rhythm already on offense. Jones 3 of 3 for 60 yards. Giants on the 15 right now, on the Falcons 15. 9:20 remaining in the first quarter. Jones looks a lot more comfortable directing traffic. Here we go. Hands it off to Barkley on 2nd and 3, and he gets about 2. So it'll be 3rd and 1. All right, that's fine. On 2nd and 3, you can run that play. I'm all right with it. Now you got to convert. I don't want a field goal here. Got to get 7. They got us. This team is not good enough to be giving up playing 3-point games, like doing Graham Gano field goals every time they go down. They need to put 7 up there, obviously. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gets to the line quick. Jones bootlegs, and he's going to just take the first down himself. Nice little play call there, and that should be a flag. He just dove at Daniel Jones' legs. He keeps getting hit late out of bounds. I don't like it. 1st and goal, though. Good-looking drive. I like that play call. Jones had options. He could throw it to Barkley right in front of him. I think the tight end was split out a little bit deeper. But that was clearly like, if you have 2 yards in front of you, Daniel Jones, just go out there and grab it, and that's what he did. If you're just popping in for a second, hit that like button. Helps other people see it. Appreciate that. Here we go. Jones on the 9-yard line in the shotgun. He's been in the shotgun all last week and this week. Play was just broken play. It looks like a little RPO. Jones read the edge wrong. He couldn't get it over. Looks like that was Dante Fowler, I think. They're calling him Danny Legs on Fox right now. I mean, listen. Jones is winning a Super Bowl with the Giants, Esteban said. I'm a Jones supporter. Everyone on this channel should know that by now. I want him to be good. I think he can be good. I hope it's not like one of these Darnold situations where he goes elsewhere and he's obviously going to be better there. So I want the Giants to make it work with Danny. Here we go. Shotgun. Oh, and he's sacked. Going backwards on this drive. They're going to have to just take their 3 now. Grady Jarrett right up the gut. He's going to be a problem all game. Let's see this rep here. Billy Price. No. Is that Bredesen? Yeah, Ben Bredesen just gets absolutely destroyed right there. That looked Solder-esque. You could tell Nate Solder's been really teaching these guys. That is just brutal offensive line play. Just getting beat. Straight up getting beat. All right, Giants are on their 20 here. 3rd and goal. They're just going to try to make this. They're not going to turn it over. They got nobody in the backfield here. Jones in the shotgun. Jones escapes the pressure. What's he going to do? He's going to take a couple yards, make it a manageable 4th and goal, easy kick for Grant Gano. It's a good drive. Nothing really. It's just so frustrating. This is how you lose. This is how you lose games when you can't put 7 when you're looking good on offense. But Graham Guyess is about to make it 3-0. We're going to update the score. Hopefully. Let's not jump the gun here. He's made 35 straight field goals. Franchise record for the Giants. That's crazy. One thing I'll say about the Giants, they always find a kicker somewhere. They had Rosas. He was a Pro Bowler for a second. The minute he got cold, they're like, gone. We're bringing in Guyess. Here's Gano for 25 yards. And it's money. Just a beast. He's the best player on the football team, if we're being honest. Big play down the sideline to C.J. Board. You had a nice little dump off to Saquon, who looked decent. But then the play, like 2 brutal interior offensive line plays on that drive with Billy Price just getting that bad holding call. And then Bredesen, the left guard, getting cooked on that 2nd and goal and just ruining the drive. The drive just stalled on those 2 reps from those 2 offensive linemen. They need to get better at those positions, obviously. How many years in a row are we going to scream about this offensive line? The problem with them that bothers me is it's like, I'd rather them just suck and not also be undisciplined and hold and stuff. I guess that's what happens when you suck, though, as an offensive lineman. You just feel the need to hold, and I guess that's what happens. How are we looking in the rest of the NFL right now? What else is popping off? Let's look at the scores real quick. And Titans are up 6-0 on the Colts. Let's see who scored there. Tannehill to Rodgers. C. Rodgers. Chester Rodgers. Of course, I should have known. He's my wide receiver 27 in my 30-man dynasty flex, super flex, 3-quarterback league. Just made that up. So don't take me seriously. Here we go. Bills 7, Washington football team 0. I really like the Bills this weekend. I just don't think Heineke's doing that twice. And I don't think he's doing that to the Bills defense. I just don't see it. But that drive from the Giants is just right away, kick in the teeth. Very similar to that week 1 drive in Denver, where they threw that big, deep ball to Slayton on the offside call. It was a free play for Jones, and he took the shot. He took the shot to C.J. Board, of all people, on that drive. Drills him down the sideline. Beautiful throw. Beautiful catch. And look what happens. 2 bad offensive line plays ruin the drive. Bills minus 6.5. Yeah, I like that, Stubbs. Cordero Patterson. They're not going to kick it to him. Joe Judge is terrified of Patterson. Going to make sure Gano boots it through the end zone every time. Last week they were playing that, it was short there, so Patterson's going to take it out. Breaks the tackle, gets about to the 25 or 30. Nothing special. All right, get off the field again. And this 4K camera is only good for, like, exactly when the players run out onto the field. That's all it does. It's pretty funny. Damn, Blake Martinez is out. I didn't hear what the injury was. I'm sure it's been reported by now on Twitter and everyone's tweeted it out. but he's out. So, and it didn't look good. It was non-contact, so that's not good. So you have Reggie Ragland coming in and Tay Crowder staying. Matt Ryan, quick pass, and he drills him over the middle. I think that's Ridley. Is that Ridley 18? Nah. Blake Martinez injury sucks, man. That sucks. So they've lost a captain on defense and a captain on offense in back-to-back weeks. Big play on that last drive. I don't know. I didn't see who caught it, actually. All these new numbers are just brutal, and I'm not watching with the sound on, so we don't want the NFL to come steal my $0. Oh, brutal. Blake Martinez is probably, I would say he's like the captain of that defense. And it looks like that could be season ending too. Got to win today. For number 10. Got to win for number 10. Hand off to Patterson to the left. Giants stuffed that nicely, so it'll be about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3-ish. Get off the field. I could see Atlanta going for it in this area of the field, too. This is what I mean. Like, and Ridley's 17. Tajay Sharp is 4. Who's... Oh, no, 17 is not Ridley. I think 18 is Ridley. They use Cordero Patterson a lot. I watched them a little bit last week against Tampa Bay, and he was all over the field. It's like their number one weapon almost. Pitts is 8, right? Yeah, Pitts is 8. Little comeback route. Nice play on the football there. I think that's James Bradbury. That's a big-time play. That looked like a catch. They could have rolled it a fumble. I don't know what they're calling it. I think they're calling it incomplete. That's a really nice play on the football from James Bradbury. Let's go. They're calling it a fumble. I thought he tried to make a football move. I thought so. He tried to, tuck it in. I don't know. That's close. They're probably going to call that incomplete, if I'm being honest. He tucks it. And, yeah, it's Calvin Ridley on James Bradbury, and Ridley is 18. Wow, they're not calling it a fumble. All right, it's 4th and 3, incomplete. Still, either way, it's a big play from James Bradbury, man. That's what we need to see. Go man up Calvin Ridley all game. Do things like that. Get us off the field. Especially with Blake Martinez out now, James Bradbury has to be a huge part of this defense, as if he wasn't already. Peppers doesn't call a fair catch and tries to sell it like a soccer player there on the punt. Fields it at the 7. No flag because he never called fair catch and he acted like he did. That was stupid. I don't know what he was doing there. If he fumbled there, that would have been one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen. All right, defense does its job 2 times in a row. The only downfall so far is that the offensive line, the interior offensive line, is not going to be good today. Grady Jarrett is a problem already. Their defensive line may be better than we thought. And the interior offensive line of the Giants is just, these guys are not going to stick on the team. Bredesen, Billy Price. Solder is bad enough on the edge. Their offensive line is still not good. I would bring Parrott in and play him at guard. I'm not even joking. I know people were on Giants Twitter were talking about that this week. I don't hate the idea because it looks really bad. It looks really bad in the interior offensive line. Calvin Ridley 3 touchdowns. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm sure he'll get 1 at least. Bad Monkey said Calvin Ridley 3 touchdowns. I'll give you 1, maybe 2. If he hits, I would be surprised if he has 3, especially if Bradbury's one-on-one with him this whole game. But he did have a nice catch on that first drive. Or second drive, excuse me. Let's look around the league again. Bills are up 7-0. Titans are up 7-0. The Saints are up 7-0 on the Pats. Winston threw a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. And the Cards are up on the Jags. The Cardinals should have been the survivor pool pick this week, I think. I just couldn't see them losing to Jacksonville this week. But I guess that's easy, maybe, taking Arizona this early. I don't know. Do we consider Arizona that good? I think they're pretty damn good. All right. Put a touchdown up. Go up 2 scores. It would be nice to see them go up two touchdowns or 2 scores at least. It feels like a foreign idea, but they have the opportunity to go up 10-0 right now. What's the call here? I guess they're making fun of Peppers for trying to, soccer flop on that. All right, Giants ball in the 10. Jones under center. Play action to Barkley. Jones slings it out to Golladay. Oh, Golladay breaks a tackle, and he's still going. Look at that. Golladay, let's see it. Let's see him have a day today. He's the guy I want to see have a big game today. Jones, that was wobbly out of his arm. He might have got hit, but he got there in time. And bad tackling from the secondary. I think that's got to be the weakness of this Falcons team, right? The secondary. I can't tell you. I know they're missing A.J. Terrell, who's their number 1 corner. That's rough. Jones in the shotgun. He's 4 of 5 for 79 yards here in the first quarter. 4 minutes remaining in the first. Giants on their own 30. Handoff to Barkley, and he's just wrapped up immediately. As soon as the ball is handed to him, he's wrapped up. I think we need to see a Jones, big-time RPO keeper. This was Golladay. They're showing Golladay working out this morning, and he had a hip injury all of a sudden. He was screaming on the sidelines last week, but he was hurt. They're saying they're going to limit his snaps today. Then they better use Tony. Shepard's on the field. I think I see Kadarius Toney at the bottom of the screen. Barkley split out wide. Jones in the shotgun, gets rid of it quick. And there's Evan Ingram's first catch of the year. Welcome back, Evan Ingram. There we go. The classic Evan Ingram 7-yard curl route catch. That's his career in a nutshell. They just showed the Winston to Kamara. It's pretty bad defense from New England right there. Guy's wide open right in the middle of the field. Third and 5. Giants got to convert. Jones in the shotgun again. Their defensive line is getting into the backfield very quickly. That's not good. Danny Fumbles is coming. I can feel it. Jones, incomplete. Laid it out too wide for Shepard. Shepard doesn't make the catch. And the Giants will punt. So, why would they go up 2 scores? Why make it easy on us? We're going to have to watch this for the entirety of the game. And we're going to have to watch halftime because Eli Manning, we will take a 2-minute intermission, and then Eli Manning's ceremony will be happening. One of the greatest New York athletes of all time, if not, in my opinion, my personal favorite to this point. The only man to bring me joy. Jones. Punt to the 10, and bad punt coverage. Guy gets 20 yards on the punt return. And there's a late flag on the Giants. Here we go. Everyone, cue up your Joe Judge discipline tweets. Starting to get real now. That's just a bad penalty. You can't have that. Supposed to be a special teams coach. Supposed to be a disciplinarian. Hopefully that's on the Falcons, but I think that was probably on the late hit from Carter Coughlin. Yep. Oh, no. Number 37. Some special teamer. Unnecessary, brutal. Judge does not like that call. Let's look at his third down pass from Jones. Just a little bit too out wide there. Shepard couldn't get there. Haven't seen Sterling Shepard make a catch yet. There was a nice Kenny Golladay play on that drive, but that was a whole lot of nothing right away. A whole lot of nothing. brutal. That is the official title of all Giants streams, is just brutal. Defense looks good all of a sudden, but guess what? Offense can't put a touchdown on the board, and you know Atlanta's scoring at least once in this game. Matt Ryan will figure it out for a drive. Atlanta's defense is getting into the backfield on every play. That is really alarming. Jones is having to get rid of the ball very quickly. Blake Martinez being out is just a bummer for the whole team. That was non-contact, too. That could be his Achilles or knee, something. Didn't look good. Saquon still cannot put together a drive, carry the Giants on a drive. It's getting a little bit alarming how much they rely on Jones to throw it. People are going to say, oh, here you go, making excuses for Jones. I mean, Barkley is he's supposed to be better than he's been so far. Let's be honest, folks. He's supposed to be. I'm pretty confident the Giants will give up points on this drive. 3 drives in a row, that's greedy. 3 drives in a row without giving up points seems like a lot for this defense. They better go into half with a touchdown before Eli Manning goes out there and gets his jersey retired. It was Gary Brightwell who got called for that personal foul, the unnecessary roughness. That's a tough call. Atlanta, good field position here on their own 40 to start the drive. 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Ryan surveys the field and inaccurate over the middle. He had someone over the middle. I got to look up this Falcons. I got to see who that was. 17 and 18 are flipping me out. They have the same body type and everything. I like these Falcons unis, though. They're kind of fresh. And the helmets, not going to lie. Ryan again, 2nd and 10. Under center this time. Play action to Davis. Oh, we might get him from the blind side. Peppers, he dumps it off to the tight end. Good play from Matt Ryan. He had just enough awareness not to get chased down from behind by Jabril Peppers there. Dumps it off to his second tight end. But it's 3rd and 7 here, so good opportunity to get off the field again. And you kind of need to with the field position you gave the Falcons after that personal foul on the punt. Which you really can't be having. You really can't be having those stupid penalties that give up easy field position, easy touchdowns, especially against teams that aren't great offensively. Like the Falcons aren't world beaters. You don't want to give them good field position. They will put points on the board if you give them good field position. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Ryan in the shotgun. Giants rush 4. And that's going to be a first down. Oh, is it? No. What a way to play the sticks there from James Bradbury and Xavier McKinney. Excellent job. They played right in front of the sticks. They let him make the catch. I think that was Calvin Ridley, number 18. Bradbury seems like he's sticking to Ridley the whole time. They run a little pick route with Kyle Pitts. Great reaction from McKinney. Darius Williams was even there. That was good defense from the Giants. And they're going to get off the field again here. How about that? 3 times in a row. I reverse jinxed it. Reverse jinx. Xavier McKinney, welcome to 2021, buddy. Waiting for you to make a play, too. Punters just are diving in to try to get calls now. This is, ridiculous. Well, now C.J. Board's returning punts after Peppers screwed up that last time. Oh, man, that's funny. Joe Judge was like, all right, we're going to switch the punt returner. That ought to fix it. That ought to fix the lack of discipline. Whatever the hell Peppers was doing out there. Trying to sell like a soccer dive. He fell to the ground. MetLife is packed today. You love to see that. Eli Manning still puts asses in the seats. This will be like a one play, then we'll go to the end of the first quarter. Giants look like they're going to end 3-0 unless they pull off some miraculous drive play here. Jones, 5 of 7, 87 yards. He's been fine. 2 bad offensive line plays you just can't do anything about. Jones, play action. They sell out for Saquon every time. Ooh, got tipped. Looking for Caden Smith. Dangerous throw there from Danny. The defenses just sell out for Saquon every time. He tried to just he was looking for Evan Ingram over the top, and it was just a good play by the safety, Harris. I think that's a safety. Maybe he's a corner. I have no idea. Jones under center. They'll probably just give it to Saquon. He'll get stuffed here. 2nd and 10. Predictable play calling. Oh, they gave it to Saquon. He's got a hole. He bounces it outside. Saquon Barkley. There we go. That's what you like to see. First down run from Saquon. No flags on the field, too. Thank goodness. Thought he might break that one there. He didn't have the edge, but with Saquon, he could find it real quick. Good blocking. They push everyone to the left. Barkley cuts it back to the right. And there's enough room for him to sprint for a first down, skip across out of bounds. So we still got 3 plays in here in 51 seconds. 20 seconds left. This should be the last play unless it's an incomplete pass. Looks like they'll run it, though. Have to run a play, though. Play clock is a second ahead. They'll hand it to Eli Penny. That's the play we run. Devontae Booker scratched, so we're handing it to a fullback. The lightest fullback in NFL history, by the way, Eli Penny. All right, end of the first quarter. Giants up 3-0. What a boring quarter that was, let's be honest. Nothing to write home about in that quarter. Good defense, I suppose, from the Giants. Would you like to see a quarter with no points allowed is what you want to see. Offensively, they have to finish drives. They have to put together complete drives. So many times there's just one play that just disconnects the whole drive of the Giants. And that usually lies on the offensive coordinator, right? Everyone wants to get on Jason Garrett, Carrot Top, whatever you want to call him. And it's rightfully so. I mean, the Giants on offense are always stop and start, stop and start, stop and start. No matter who they have on the offensive line, no matter who they have playing receiver. Even at the end of the Eli years, it was the same way. So you can't even just blame it on Daniel Jones. You have to say that this has just been the way the Giants have been run for this long now. But it's the second quarter. It's 3-0. It's Eli Manning Day. We're staying positive until we have no reason to be positive anymore. Let's look around the league again, because I feel naked not being able to check in on the other games. Yeah, not a lot of scoring so far. Just a lot of 7-0, 3-0 games. So every game is one possession right now. Nobody running away with it. Giants had an opportunity to be up 10-0 and really start this day off right. And honestly, if they were respectful, they would win this game 10-0 or by 10 points, like 100 to 90 or something like that. That would be the final score. The over would hit, I would assume. Good little run from Saquon there. Nothing to be ashamed about. He looks a little bit more spry. He's leaping. He's making the reads that you would see Saquon do, where he's not just running into a pile of people. He's like making it seem like he's about to and then punching it outside at the last second. He's coming back slowly but surely. Barkley is coming back. He needs to have a big game, though. Like, I need him to break one. And it looks like it's possible today. It looks like he's capable of breaking a big run today, which weeks 1 and 2, even though he did have one big run last week, that was literally it. There's Eli. There's my first glimpse at that beautiful man today. You know he's going to be crying the whole time. He's going to be so hyped. This place is packed. This is the most packed with Giant fans you'll see at MetLife unless they make it to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. All right, Jones in the shotgun right away. Second quarter has begun. Hand off to Barkley, and on cue, he goes backwards. So right as I was praising him, he goes backwards 2 yards. That was more like it. That's more like the last 2 weeks. So 2nd and 8, they run a little handoff to Barkley, and now it's 3rd and 9. And you're behind, and Jones is going to have to make a quick throw under pressure somehow on 3rd and 9. Let's see it. 5 for 8, Jones. He did have one kind of miss. I think he was kind of inaccurate on that 3rd down play last drive, so let's see what he does here. He likes to throw to Ingram on 3rd. I think he's going to be looking at Evan Ingram a lot today. Blitz. Galladay in the seam, and it's a 1st down. Big time. And there was a blitz coming. I didn't know if Jones saw it, but he got rid of it quickly. And that's a big play for Kenny Galladay. 2 big plays in the first half for Kenny Galladay. That's what we want to see, baby. He does look like man, I'm getting Plax. I'm getting Eli to Plax vibes. Sorry. Just today we're going to be sentimental. Jones did he get rocked here? Oh, yeah. He got smashed by the safety. It was a safety blitz around the outside. Nobody picks it up. Jones just gets rid of it in time and takes a shot. That's what he does. Jones all day to throw. Throws a little dot to Sterling Shepard. Let's go. Jones is tearing it up right now. Over 100 yards passing. I got to relax. They're getting so close to getting to him on a lot of these throws. The defensive line and the pressure that the Falcons are getting is scaring me. Like Jones is, just, as we know. But when he has time to step up into the pocket, man, he throws a good ball. First and 10 on the Falcons 40. Giants driving well here. Barkley, a little stop and start, gets about 2, maybe 3. Jones, 7 of 10 for 117 so far. 2 of those were to Galladay, 1 to Shepard, 1 to Ingram, 1 to Barkley, spraying it around nicely. We have not seen Kadarius Toney get targeted yet, so it looks like he's out on the field. He's out wide. Jones hasn't even looked in his direction, like not even once. Can we get him in motion or something? That was a dangerous pass. Zone coverage. Galladay sits down, doesn't really jump back for the ball, and safety makes a play on it. So 3rd and 7. That could have been picked. A better defensive back probably picks that. It wasn't an easy play, but, I mean, he had it read. 3rd and 7 here. Another drive staller possibly. We could be in Gano range. Gano could just be the Giants' all-time leading scorer when it's all said and done. Jones takes the snap. There's pressure up the middle. Giants pick it up. Throws to Kadarius Toney. His first catch. And there's a flag on the play. But Toney does make the play, makes a man miss, and gets a 1st down. And we know this is going to get brought back, right? What's the call? Defensive holding. Let's go. Decline the penalty. Kadarius Toney gets involved. He looked quick when he caught the ball. We got to get this guy the ball. Here we go. Big time throw on 3rd down. Jones with a little side armor across his body there. Nice catch from Toney. Makes a man miss. Stops on a dime and gets the 1st down yardage. First big play of Kadarius Toney's career. Hopefully many more from there. Jones throws it back to Toney. Little screen pass. Toney's got room. All right, there we go. Now it's 2 touches in a row for Toney. He gets about 7 or 8 on 1st down. That's what I like to see. Toney. Could be the greatest Toney in New Jersey since Soprano. Never will eclipse, but could be. Let's hope. Giant fans, we're praying. First involvement in the season so far. 2 good plays in this drive. Just picked up the 1st down, then gets 7 yards on 1st down. A little trickery, it looked like. It was like a wide receiver screen. Jones ran out to the bootleg and threw it across the field to Toney, and they had a convoy waiting for him to block. Jones in the shotgun. 2nd and 3. Hand off to Barkley. He's got room. He stops. I thought he's cutting back too much. I would like to see him just run. And he looks like he's hurt. Barkley like limping, wincing, going off the field. He better not be hurt. Sick of this guy getting hurt now. Giants inside the 20, 1st and 10. They could still get a first down. Oh, fumble. Jones falls on it. Mishandled the snap out of the shotgun, goes right through his hands, and he falls on it. Dude, I just held my breath because that just screamed like him not being able to dive on this and then bring it back for a touchdown. Yep, right through his hands. He didn't see it into his hands. That was bad on Jones. And that's 2nd and 21. That's a drive killer right there. So you got to blame Daniel Jones on that one. The snap might have been a little high, but I think Jones needs to reel that in. Now he's got to make a play. 2nd and 21. You need to put 7 up here, but you can't turn it over. He does look like he might turn it over today. Does feel that way. I would prefer it to be a pick than a fumble, to be honest with you. Sick of him fumbling. Screen pass to Shepard, and they get like 4 or 5. They're getting rid of the ball really quickly, not really throwing it down the field anymore. Just throw a deep ball to Galladay here, please. Let him moss somebody. They're gonna win like 17-10 against the Falcons, and just not gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like a dirty win. Jones in the shotgun on 3rd and 17. This will just be like, I would be surprised if they ran any deep routes here. They call a flag right away. False start. Elijah Penny. Get him off the field. What does he do? What does Elijah Penny do? He's a waste of a roster spot. Get him off the field. He's not a fullback. He's not a running back. He doesn't do anything. Oh, now Sterling Shepard's injured. Wow. Wow. All right, we're going to see a lot more Kadarius Toney today probably. 3rd and 22. Jones is in the shotgun. He's just going to throw a quick pass here or give it to Barkley. Slings it out wide to number 15, who I have no idea who that is. Who is it? So the bobbled snap kind of killed that drive there. Johnson with his first catch as a Giant. I remember they traded for him right before the season started. I didn't know much about him. He's a big body receiver, though. I'd like to see that. And we're going to look at Graham Gano again. He's tied for the longest active straight field goal streak right now. He's a 31-yarder. He's going to miss one eventually, folks. That MetLife wind plays games with you. Not this time, though. Drills it. Graham, yes. And the Giants go up 6-0. So the bobbled snap from Jones, if it's not one thing, it's another. He looks good throwing it again, but he fumbles the snap, falls on it, and the drive kind of stalls. Can't show the game, Saucy. Sorry, bro. They'll rip it down. They'll come for me, the feds. No, I'm not showing the game, bro. You can listen to what I'm saying. You could find a stream somewhere else. Those are some viable options. Damn. 6-0, another drive stall. Jones just didn't see the snap. Went right through his hands. And that's that. Yeah, seriously, bro. You could find a stream somewhere else if you really want. You shouldn't be looking on YouTube for one. It's lazy. Six zip should be at least a 2-touchdown game, if you ask me. 2 drives just stalled. Jones is throwing it all over the place, but not for any touchdowns. They can't put it in the end zone, man. It's so annoying. Said I wasn't having a BL until the Giants scored a touchdown, and they haven't scored a touchdown yet. So it looks like we'll be sober for quite some time. I did also say when Eli Manning came out. But I don't know. Is Fox going to show me that whole halftime, or are they going to kick it back to, like, the boys in the studio? So I don't want to see that. I want to see Eli's retirement. Shepard getting evaluated on the sideline. So, no, nothing to worry about. He's only been the best receiver on the team. He's hurt. Hopefully it's just a muscle cramp, but I don't think so. It doesn't look good for him. Doesn't look as bad as Blake Martinez. Like, he's still, like, stretching and trying to work it out. Blake Martinez is like, nope, out. Little squib kick. They kick it to number 40, who the up back or whatever, and he gets it to like the 20-yard line. So that was a good play on special teams. Gano is the best player on the Giants. Like, he's putting the ball wherever he wants. Darius Slayton out. I missed that. Blake Martinez out. Sterling Shepard questionable. Slayton and Shepard both hamstrings. So Kadarius Toney day. Shepard's going back to the locker room, it looks like. They're decimated. Still killing it, throwing the ball, but Kadarius Toney and Kenny Golladay and Evan Ingram got to eat. Matt Ryan really can't throw the ball anymore, Kenny. This is why they got him Patterson. They throw a little pass out to the flats to Cordero Patterson. And he gets like 8 yards on first down. I did not realize that Matt Ryan's arm was like a noodle at this point. Second and 1 for the Falcons here. 7:30 remaining in the second quarter. 6-0 G-man. Patterson the handoff, and he gets a lot of space. Goes right up the middle, gets about 12 yards on second down. And it will be a Falcons first down. This guy's their most, like, they use the shit out of him. Like, he's all over the place. He's split out wide. He catches a screen. They use him in the backfield. It's like, damn, is this like road to the Heisman? You're trying to get your guy a Heisman trophy or some shit on every play? First and 10 on the Falcons 40. Good start to their drive here, though. Giants needs to stand up. Patterson, this time, right up the middle, gets squished. No gain on the play. It'll be second and 10. Leonard Williams kind of stacked it up there. Haven't really heard his name much. Haven't really heard a lot of Leonard Williams so far. Gets paid, kind of gets blanketed a little bit. Maybe he's seeing some double teams now with no Dalvin Tomlinson. I don't know. Ryan play fake. Oh, the receiver fell down, and it's almost a pick. Oh, who was that fell down? Logan Ryan. Oh, man, he almost had a pick. Ryan overthrew his receiver. Matt Ryan really can't throw the ball. It's like that for him. His legs were underneath him and everything there. That was just a terrible throw. Third and 9. Get off the field again. Matt Ryan has 46 yards passing. He had a receiver there, too. He just overthrew him, or the receiver fell down or something. Giants showing pressure. Don't bring it. They sag. A little dump off, and that's going to be a first down to Ridley. It was a crossing route. Bradbury just not staying with Ridley, and the Falcons pick up a first down. Those crossing routes have been killing the Giants. That's because they can't get to the pass. They can't get to the quarterback against anybody. Bradbury just not able to keep up. Ryan hands off to Mike Davis, who thinks he has a hole. Good contain, and it looks like there's going to be a hold there anyway. right, finally the other team gets called for a hold. All right, that's a bit of a drive killer there on Hayden Hurst. Guy's got a sick tight end name, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, definitely holding Julian Love there. Good call. All right, 1st and 20. Don't give up these short passes to Ryan so he has a manageable 3rd down now. You need to put some pressure on him, make him make a mistake, or try to make him throw it down the field and beat you deep. Let's see it. I think he has a noodle. I can't get to the quarterback again. Ridley over the middle. Tay Crowder makes the tackle. About 12-yard gain, I would say. Yeah, it is weird seeing no Julio Jones in the Falcons, got to be honest. Oh, that was a 4-yard gain? Jeez. 2nd and 16. What am I talking about? I thought it was like a big play. It looked like it. 2nd and 16. Ryan. Giants are letting him get those little 4-yarders, but that's all right on 1st and 20 when you have a 20 yards to gain for the offense. So it's 3rd and 10. This would be big. Get off the field again. Then you got to put a touchdown on the board, and we're sitting pretty. No penalties here. I don't want to see a stupid penalty. No PIs. No late hits on the quarterback. Make Matt Ryan make a deep throw. Steps up, Ryan. He's got all day to throw it. He tries to run. Ball's out! Incomplete, they call it. First of all, it looked like Matt Ryan crossed the line of scrimmage. They call a flag there? Yeah, they threw a flag there. They better. Matt Ryan clearly crosses the line of scrimmage and then throws the ball there. Rodarius Williams makes a nice play on the football, though. There's a flag here. What's the call? Joe Judge doesn't seem too concerned, so it looks like it might. That better be the call, right? They can't review this. So you threw it, so you better call it. No foul. They pick it up. What a joke. They're saying he was still behind the line. Oh, lucky. Fourth down, though. Giants will get off the field again. Are they attempting a deep field goal here, or are they punting? I think they have to punt this, right? Is this a fumble? That's close. Judge has the hanky out, has the red hanky out. If there's, no, he's putting it back in his sock. All right, thank God. Oh no, he threw it. Here we go. He hasn't been good on challenges so far, obviously. If you watch the Week 1 stream, you know what the problem lies with Joe Judge and the challenges. He better get one right eventually, that's all I'll say. Sick of them losing challenges and looking stupid after the fact. You can't be throwing these challenge flags emotionally. You have to be throwing them like with a clear mind. Thinking soundly. All right, so 6-0, about 3:50 remaining. The Giants will have the ball either way here. It's either going to be a turnover and they force the fumble, or they will be getting a punt, receiving a punt. So we'll see. See what they call in the challenge. I personally think, like, why throw the flag there if they're going to punt it to you anyway? But I guess a little bit of field position could be the difference, and they're up 6-0 anyway, so I'm not mad at it if they're right. I got to see the replay again, though. I thought he took a couple of steps, but I don't know if he, like, secured the ball on that play. Secured. Let's look around the league. Let's look at fantasy. How's everyone's fantasy teams doing? Austin Eckler with a receiving touchdown for me. That's about it on that team so far. Trevor Lawrence, man. You better pick it up, bro. I need you. I started Daniel Jones in another league. How about that? 11 for 15, 153 yards so far for Jones. It's pretty solid. Other than that, nada. Dead slate so far of football. The 4:30, whenever the 1 o'clock slate sucks, the 4:30 slate is always insane. That's my theory. That's my working theory. We'll see. We'll test that today. Although there's probably a lot of one-score games right now, but they all seem to be pretty low scoring. Chargers are up 14-0 on the Chiefs. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Herbert's tearing up the Chiefs. Mahomes with a pick. All right, Herbert. Dean Blandino thinks it's an incomplete pass, too. Oh, my God, Joe Judge. He loses every single challenge. Every single challenge. I don't even care. Like, who cares about that? My problem is, like, what are you trying to achieve with that challenge? Oh, my God. He's always complaining to the officials. Like, do you know the rules by now, or are you just making them up yourself? They're punting anyway. Like, waste of a challenge, waste of a timeout. Just all of the above. Sick of it. He loses a challenge, like, every time he throws the flag. He shouldn't be allowed to carry it anymore. It's poison. Peppers is receiving the punt again. He's back. It's a good punt, and they're pinned. So I guess maybe that's why he didn't want... He wanted to challenge it because he knew the field was about to get flipped on its side. There's a safety coming here. Giants are giving up a safety soon. So we're going to see this dude, number 15, Johnson. I forget his first name, honestly. They picked him up. They traded for him right before season started. He's a big receiver, but I want to see Kadarius Toney on the field. Where is he? Where is he? They're going 2 tight ends right now. Probably need to on their own 3. It's a great punt. And Cordero Patterson is covering punts too. The Falcons are underpaying this dude, man. Jones needs to throw a touchdown. We need a big play. Come on. Play action fake, max protect, and it's batted down. Whew. It's a big play from the defensive end. Batted down at the line of scrimmage. These tip drills are getting nerve-wracking, especially this area of the field. He got up there, and that's a nice play. Wow, it's a real nice play. All right, here comes a meaningless handoff to Saquon that maybe will get a yard. Handoff to Saquon, and they get about 3. So I guess they give themselves some room here to at least attempt something on 3rd down. They just suck when they're backed up on their own end. That's just a sign of a bad football team. When you're so scared to open up your playbook in your own end of the field because you're just terrified of turning it over. Whether it's running it or throwing it, they're just not confident when they have very little field position behind them. 3rd and 6. Got to at least convert here so you're not giving them good field position because you're backed up still. You're on your own 7. Jones Surveys the field and hits, and there's a flag on the play. And it's offensive pass interference on C.J. Board. What a joke. Get off the field. So many flags on this team. C.J. Board, see you later, buddy. Yeah, clearly just what a route that was, man. Just throws the guy forward. That was trash. 3rd and 9 here. They're backed up on the 1. Safety's coming, man. I'm telling you, the safety is incoming. I could feel it. Strip sack, fumble, touchdown, or safety. Jones in the shotgun. Mad pressure. Gets rid of it. Throws in a tight coverage. Looking for Tony. Incomplete. Giants will have to punt it out of their own back of their own end zone. 6 points, ladies and gentlemen, on the board in this game. 2 bad defenses, too. I mean, Jones just tried to zip that in there. That was never getting caught. Tries to squeeze it into a tight space for Tony. Guess no one was open. He had to get rid of it. He had to throw the ball, but that was a dangerous throw. Punting out of your own end zone here. You know the field goal, the punt block is coming in for Atlanta. Maybe by running into the kicker call or something. Finally, they call a timeout. There was a flag on the field. I thought that was going to be a delay of game, just like to move the ball back like half an inch on a punt. There's a good chance this gets blocked and goes through the back of the end zone. Just waiting for something bad to happen now. Everyone's getting injured. We have 3 receivers hurt now. Riley Dixon punting out of his own end zone. His heels are going to be on the white. Yep, we suck, Mike. We suck. Joe Judge, man, has there ever been a coach that just lets the fan base slip so quickly? At least Shermer, I never even thought anyone liked him. Like, Joe Judge, everyone liked this guy. His team is flags all over the field. Doesn't matter who's playing, there's just a flag or a Dixon out of his own end zone, gets it out. Across the 50, it's a good punt, good hang time. Falcons still are going to have good field position. Be shocked if they don't score on this drive, at least 3 points. About 2:09 remaining in the second quarter. We are going to take a brief intermission at halftime, recharge the batteries. Nothing to be excited about other than Eli Manning's number going up at halftime, folks. So if you're a historian, if you're a fan of the team, and a fan of Eli Manning, like why the hell wouldn't you be? The guy's amazing. Then halftime is for you. I don't know if Fox is going to show it, so that's why I'm like not sure if I'll be watching it live. I might just take a little bathroom break. Here we go. Giants have 100 more yards than the Falcons and only 6 more points. Hand off to Mike Davis. He gets about 3 yards. They suck, man. The Falcons suck even worse. They should have the fact that they haven't scored. Matty Ice can't throw it anymore, huh? 2 minutes remaining. 2-minute drill or whatever. 2-minute warning. I don't love the 2-minute warning at the end of the half. I got to be honest with you. I feel like the 2-minute warning should only exist in the fourth quarter, but whatever. How's everyone doing out there? How's everyone's fantasy teams doing, at least? Because the Giants certainly are in fantasy land if you think they're a good team. Even if they win this game, this is just so ugly and gross. Terrible. Defense has to make a stop here. We already lost timeout, so there goes that. Joe Judge doesn't like timeouts. Remember that. pisses them away for useless challenges that he never wins. Yeah, I mean, you could feel it a little bit, but at the same time, it's like you need to score points. Like, I don't care how good Atlanta's playing. Like, Giants have 6 points. They can't finish a drive. Every single drive, there's a play that pushes the Giants back 10 yards somehow. Jones is making some real tight window throws too, and I'm getting nervous about tip drill. There's gonna be a tip drill pick soon for Atlanta. I can feel that. This new Bond movie looks crazy though. Gotta be honest. Showing the commercial for it right now. Pitchers shut out in the first half, and at least we can be happy about the defense again and go back to hating Garrett and hating Daniel Jones and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, everybody on this team is fragile. Like, everyone gets hurt. They've lost Darius Slayton out, Sterling Shepard questionable, probably out. Like, now they're down to Tony, who just is now getting into the offense today. His first actual game, which everyone wanted to see Kadarius Toney. We're going to see him now. We're going to see him this whole second half. They should start lining him up in the backfield next to Barkley and all trying different things. Yeah, the Verizon halftime show, they're not going to show. I think you have to watch it on Giants.com, which I'll probably have to go back and watch it later. A lot of number 10s in the stands, though. You love to see it. All right, Ryan in the shotgun. He's been really boring this half, just throwing little dunk passes. 2nd and 7. Falcons on the Giants 41. He dumps it off to Mike Davis, who picks up a first down. These are not hard passes, man, for Ryan to make. You got to start making some tackles. They're allowing too much yards after catch all year long so far. And now with no Blake Martinez, that's a real worry, not being able to wrap up. You can't give up a touchdown here. Hold him to 3. Ryan under center. It looks like they'll run it here, I would imagine. Patterson in the backfield. He's dangerous. They haven't targeted Kyle Pitts yet. Not that I've seen, at least. Ooh, that's a big hit and a big-time catch. They're calling that defenseless receiver on Xavier McKinney, too. This team is so undisciplined, man. I'm sick of it. Zacchaeus is number 17. Ridley is 18. What a catch. McKinney, I mean, he lowers his shoulder there. What's he supposed to do? How many penalties for the Giants, man? So sick of it, dude. All right, the guy caught the ball nice, but you have to add on to it with that stupid penalty. McKinney gets called for it. It's tough. I mean, he doesn't lead with his helmet. It's his arms. Guy holds on to the ball, so it doesn't even matter, but they're going to add on to this. The Falcons, the only way you're going to be able to lose to Atlanta is if you do stuff like this. They are just a bad team, man. The flags, you're never beating anyone with the amount of flags the Giants have on the field. It's like the Olympics opening ceremonies with how many flags the Giants waved during the game. Especially the red challenge flag, too. That's a disgrace. Falcons inside the 10. They swing it out to Ridley. Can he get the edge? No. Good play that time by McKinney. Escorts Ridley out of bounds. Dude, all these passes are short. They're all little dump-offs for Matt Ryan to throw it for like 5 yards. It's all yards after the catch. You need to make tackles and make plays on the ball carrier. Let's see it. Make Matt Ryan air it out, man. Haven't seen him step into a throw down the field once yet. 2nd and goal. Mike Davis is in the backfield. It's interesting to see how they alternate Davis and Patterson when they use them. Ryan drops back, looks to sling it. Incomplete. Bradbury clamping that time on Ridley. Atlanta's going to call a timeout here and try to draw up a good third and goal play. Bradbury's been the Giants' best player so far in this game, I would say. Ridley has not been that active, and all the passes Ridley catches so far are a little underneath routes. Very smart cornerback, James Bradbury, you got to say. All right, here it is. All the marbles, 3rd and goal. I'm waiting for Kyle Pitts, man. I'm waiting for Pitts to get targeted and Ryan to just heave one up for him. Haven't seen him yet. Get a stop. Got to be winning when you go into halftime, so everyone's excited for Eli's retirement. Not thinking about how bad the team is. Ryan in the shotgun. Patterson to his left. You got to watch Patterson. Pitts goes in motion. And now it looks like the Giants are going to take their last timeout. Why would you use that timeout on offense, right? Just going to take a knee and take your 6-point lead, right? Your sick 6-point lead, Joe Judge. That's what you're holding on to? That's such a losing mentality when they try to sit on a 6-point lead. You should be saving that timeout. Atlanta just used a timeout. How is your defense not prepared? This is getting dumped off to Patterson, and he's running it in the end zone. That's my prediction. Or Pitts is mossing somebody because we haven't seen him all game, and I keep waiting to see him. Oh, right up the gut to this dude Zacchaeus. Touchdown. Matt Ryan dumps it off all day to throw it. They haven't gotten home once on the pass rush. And it's going to be 7-6. We'll wait for the extra point. Logan Ryan just not defending anybody there, guarding air, letting this dude Zacchaeus just get wide open right in the middle. Never even heard of this guy before in my life. Got to be honest with you. Wide open. Horrible coverage. I don't know if it was Bradbury, McKinney, or Logan Ryan there that messed up. I think it was Logan Ryan, but who knows. Horrible defense. Thank God we used a timeout for that. Thank God the defense got set and got ready for that play. Wide open guy right in the middle of the field. The extra point is up and it's good. So it's 7-6. The tale as old as time. The New York Giants sucking. Dude, yeah, I don't understand it either. Maybe it's because, coming into this year, we had some expectations. So now we're, judging him on a different scale. He's getting graded a little bit more harshly because we expect wins now. And last year we were kind of rebuilding. But you piss away the challenge flag. Again, you piss away a timeout. Then they use a timeout to give up a touchdown on a broken coverage right up the middle right away. So you waste a timeout on defense. With 1:30 left now, Daniel Jones is probably going to take a knee or something right here. They're going to play losing football and say, oh, we get it at the half. No, try to put some points on the board here with 1:30 left. Let's see what you can do. Now they're going to use all these injuries as an excuse. I'm sick of it. Man. If they can't beat Atlanta at home on Eli Manning Day, they're never winning a football game this year. The Jets aren't on their schedule. There's no other team that's even close in the stratosphere. I don't think they play Jacksonville either. Dead team if they lose today. Dead. Oh and 3 is just why even talk about them? We're going to be looking at mock drafts for the next 16 weeks. Or however, the next year basically. 8 months. A 1:30 left. I don't want to see them sit on it here. Try to make some plays. Try to throw it down the field. I don't care if Jones throws a pick at this point. Not trying to score is why? What's the point of playing football with how the Giants try to sit on they're like, oh, we're only down a point, we get the ball at halftime, blah blah blah, no reason to panic. No reason to panic. You're the New York Giants. You haven't been good in years. Go attack a game and try to act like you want to win instead of you're scared to lose it. It's the way they play constantly. Oh, we're scared to lose this one. Let's try to protect the football. Let's try to sit on the No, try to score points. Try to create big plays down the field. I cannot believe this coverage on the third down. Logan Ryan, they just leave the door wide open. Bradbury's chasing the dude after. I don't know what's going on there. So bad. Horrible coverage. Haven't seen Leonard Williams get to the quarterback. Dexter Lawrence, haven't seen you get to the quarterback. All right, fine. They've only given up 7 points. This team stinks. The Falcons stink. A minute 33 left. I swear to God, if the Giants come out and hand it off 3 times and just let the clock run, I bet you the Falcons will actually try to score again. Touchback. Minute 33 remaining. This is getting gross. Tiki Barber's not doing this game? Is Tiki Barber even there? Does he still do games for Fox? Why do I keep asking these questions? Does anyone know these answers? Jonathan Vilma doing a game. That's good that I have it on mute. 3 players out. Martinez, Slayton, Shepard. First half recap. 2 red zone trips, 0 touchdowns, 4 drives. Jones in the shotgun. You could bet your ass he's handing it off to Barkley here, and they're just going to kill it. Oh, he's throwing it. Throws it out to the flats to Saquon, who can't get out of bounds and gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 6. They're saying he got 4 on that? What? All right. If you say so. Minute 10 remaining. 2nd and 6. Jones in the shotgun. Fires to Evan Ingram and his favorite. Evan Ingram just fumbled. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Evan Ingram sucks. Oh, my God, yo. Ingram, bye. See ya. 100% a fumble. 100%. Idiot. Oh, my God. This team stinks, man. The Giants stink. No challenge, nothing. Just go out there and Matt Ryan, get out there and run your offense, bro. I don't want to see this deliberation. It's a clear as day fumble. Evan Ingram stinks. He shouldn't play on this team anymore. He creates more turnovers than any tight end in the history of the NFL. The Falcons don't stink, but let's be honest. These 2 teams are not doing anything, Jacob. The Giants and the Falcons are not going to be a factor in either of their divisions this year. Feel comfortable saying that after watching this first half. We'll see, though. I mean, listen, let's not get gassed up over beating the Giants. The Giants just beat themselves. They suck. Evan Ingram is just someone else please take him. Seriously. The first game back for Evan Ingram and he fumbles. How many times are we going to do this with this guy? How many times? Seriously, I'm so sick of Evan Ingram, Esteban. I'm so sick of him. Have you ever seen a tight end cause this many turnovers? Literally, you could put Ingram at quarterback, and I bet you he causes less turnovers than he does at tight end. It's ridiculous. Yeah, keep the camera on him. I just literally can't look away from this idiot. Every single game he coughs the ball up. Every single game. People are going to say Daniel Jones sucked. They couldn't score touchdowns again. Just same old trash. I don't care anymore. Get rid of everybody. I can't even protect anyone at this point. They just beat themselves and beat themselves and beat themselves. It's not even like they're getting cooked by good plays. Dude, every single time they just beat themselves. Look at the videos from last week. Yep, exactly. Right on. Last week they beat themselves. This week they're doing it again in a more disgusting fashion. Just not doing anything well tonight. At least last week they did. They scored some touchdowns. This sucks. Evan Ingram sucks, man. He's trying to get, what, a yard on that play? An extra yard after he already picks up the first down? Just disgusting. Daniel Jones daps him up. It's like, oh, we're going to need you, buddy. We're going to need you, buddy. Why don't you scream at him, finally? It's time to start screaming at some of these skill position players. Jones needs to start yelling at some of these skill position players. I'm sick of it now. He gets blamed for all this, but look at this. This drive is dead now because of Evan Ingram, not because of Daniel Jones. Ryan in the shotgun, dumps it off, incomplete. Matt Ryan doesn't look good at all, man. I'm not impressed with Matt Ryan. If they could just wrap up. If the Giants can at least wrap up and stop yards after the catch. They can't create any type of pass rush, though. The Falcons are just stonewalling every Giants pass rusher right now. That's one team that has a decent offensive line. They look like they lost the defensive tackle, at least Atlanta, so nice to see that only Giant players can get hurt at this point. Ryan in the shotgun, 56 seconds left in the first half. They're on the Giants 36. Ryan under pressure, dumps it off to Mike Davis, who gets like a yard. So big play. Jabril Peppers wraps him up. Falcons are going to let the clock tick here. And it looks like they're just going to play for a field goal, I guess. They still have 2 timeouts. This has just been a brutal half, man. Oh, Evan Ingram. Every single week where we sit around, we say, oh, maybe this will be the game Evan Ingram breaks out. He's just not good. He's simply not a good football player. When you put the ball on the ground and you can't catch as a tight end, what do? Run fast? You might as well be a sprinter, bro. Go run in shorts. You're not a football player. Oh, ball's out! Sack! Let's go! Giants get a strip sack. It means nothing, but they'll keep 3 points off the board, which is huge. That does mean something. Shut up. That means something. Who got the sack? I think it might have been Azeez Ojulari. Is that his 3rd sack? Or is that Lorenzo Carter has the football? I don't know if he is also the guy who smashed Matt Ryan from the blind side. Azeez Ojulari gets to Matt Ryan. Finally, we get a pass rush and keep 3 points off the board. Thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it. Join us. We're going to be doing more streams in the future. Big strip sack for Azeez Ojulari. Keep 3 points off the board. 3 sacks in 3 weeks from Azeez. The only rookie really contributing so far has been Azeez Ojulari, and the Giants will take a knee. We will go into the half. It'll be 7-6 Atlanta. And like I said, Jacob, both of these teams are not good. And we just saw that in a 2-minute span. We just saw exactly that. We saw both of these teams not being able to get out of their own way. The Giants, Evan Ingram, does what Evan Ingram does, gives the ball to the other team. Some way or another, he finds a way. And then Azeez Ojulari gets a strip sack, and they keep 3 points off the board. So, yeah, no, Esteban, that wouldn't have been smart at that point. They're never they're not getting a Hail Mary from their own 20 or whatever they were on. But that's a big play, big strip sack. We will come back very shortly. I am going to throw quickly to take a quick bathroom break. But 7-6, this half, if you like football, you shouldn't be watching this game. You should be watching something else, let's be honest. If you're not a fan of the Giants or you're not a fan of the Falcons, this has been a brutal first half for you. It's a car wreck both directions on offense. The Giants, their quarterback is still making good throws, and then somehow every drive is just stalls. They can't get in the end zone with Eli Manning in the building. Disgraceful. It's really a disgrace. We'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. I'm just going to use the bathroom, get a glass of water. And so, yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back for the second half. Hopefully I get to see some footage of Eli Manning, his retirement at halftime. I don't think Fox is showing it. They're showing me all the highlights, but maybe they'll get to it because they're going pretty quick. All right, so stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. we're back. Quick little break there. Thank you you guys for sticking with me if you were still in the stream. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. That's how people see the stream. And we're ready for second half. I don't know if my heart can take another brutal loss, but like what can go worse than that first half? Everyone gets injured. Evan Ingram fumbles. They don't score a touchdown. They play good defense and they're still losing. So all the above. All of the above hits you right in the heart if you're a Giants fan. The only way to do it is be at the game right now and enjoying Eli Manning's probably crying. I'm going to have to turn on the sound for when they're definitely going to show some highlights of that when they come back. Definitely need to see it. Here's an Eli Manning commercial right on cue. Frank's red hot. Oh, what a brutal first half. What's going on in the rest of the league? Chargers Chiefs still a blowout? Bills Washington is the game of the first. Heineke, man, 2 TDs against this Bills defense. No, 1 TD and 1 pick. He has a rushing touchdown, so there you go. Josh Allen's torching Washington. Washington's defense kind of suspect, no? Everyone just gassing them up right away. Landon Collins stinks. We know that as Giant fans. Chase Young, they have no sacks right now. 1 tackle for loss, Washington. The Bills are abusing them on defense. Let's go. I'm ready for the second half. I want to see Eli Manning highlights. That might get me my mood completely changed. The Giants at least get the ball back in to start the second half, which they got to put a touchdown on the board right away. Stake claim of this game. Go out there and win the football game. Stop sitting around waiting to lose. That's how it feels like when you watch the Giants. They're sitting around like they don't believe they can win. They're waiting to lose. Chargers are up 14-3 on the Chiefs at halftime. That's going to be a good game. Patriots are down 14-3 to the Saints at home, which is a little bit surprising. Bengals are beating the Steelers 14-7. Jamar Chase, another touchdown, man. Wow, the Jags are beating the Cardinals. Uh-oh. Trevor Lawrence threw a touchdown. Who did he throw it to? Marvin Jones has 51 yards but not a touchdown. DJ Chark with a touchdown. And yeah, Browns are beating the Bears, which we love to see as Giant fans. We have their pick. Justin Fields has 5 pass attempts going into the third quarter. So shows how much the Bears actually trust Justin Fields. 5 pass attempts in the first half. All right, let's see these Eli Manning highlights. Big play by Azeez Ojulari, though. This could be 10-6. Different ball game if they don't get off the field there without allowing a field goal. So, big play, strip sack on Matt Ryan. We need more of those. Azeez Ojulari, 3 sacks on the season. 3 sacks on the season. As a rookie, he's getting a sack a week. That's what you want to see. Get to the quarterback once a week. At least make a big play on third down once a week, and we'll be happy. We're going to see a lot of Kadarius Toney. I want to see Kenny Golladay. I don't want to see 88 anymore. I don't want to see Evan Ingram anymore. That's it. How many chances until we're like making a fool of ourselves for Evan Ingram? I don't care how fast he is. He can't catch. He can't run with the ball because he always fumbles it on his way down. At least Jones is a quarterback and he's like a slender dude. Evan Ingram, what's your excuse for not being able to hold on to the ball? Your hands aren't big enough? Your muscles aren't strong enough? What's the excuse, Evan Ingram? I can't. I'm sick of this guy. I can rant about Evan Ingram for years because I actually thought he was going to be a good player. He's just so frustrating to watch. It's insane. Big second half needed, or the season's over pretty much. This is it. I'm doing some Eli stuff here. Is this just a commercial? Am I getting? Of course. Eli gets so many commercials now that he's retired. It's insane. He gets more commercials than he did when he played. It's pretty crazy. I know it's like loaded for Giant fans. Like I'm seeing Giant fan commercials because I'm watching the Giant game in New York, but every commercial is Eli Manning. Every single one. Big second half needed. I would like to see a touchdown. That would be cool. A Giants touchdown. The only big play of that half really for the Giants was the big strike down the sideline to C.J. Board. Who would you rather have, guys? Ready? Poll. Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow going forward. They play on Thursday night, I think. Who would you rather have? Lawrence or Burrow? Pop it in the chat. I want to see something real quick. I think Burrow has got a case. I think a lot of people will say Lawrence, but I think it's pretty damn close. I like Joe Burrow. Giants get the ball out of the half. They need to just punch it down the field. No BS. None of this dink and dunk. Punch it down the field. Smack them in the mouth. Big play. Strike them. Strike them. Strike them. Logan Ryan could have had a pick in that half too. Zacchaeus was wide open. There's the Eli highlight. Wow, they really did him dirty. Let's go. Only a Giant. That's what you want to hear from Eli. Finally, that's all we get. That's all I get is that little soundbite about Eli Manning saying always a Giant. Only a Giant. Facts, though. Facts. Kenny Albert doing a 1 p.m. Giants game just hits. That's just what I'm used to. Jonathan Vilma, though, meh. No takers on Burrow versus Lawrence. Who you guys like? There we go. Now we're getting some Eli shots. Here's an idea for the Giants, what I'd like to see. Let's play a clean half with no stupid penalties. Is that too much to ask? Can we limit the penalties to at least 1 or 2 this half? That'd be nice. Need to see something. I need to see something from the Giants. C.J. Board kick returning. He had a bad pass interference too. It was so obvious. He did make a big play down the sideline, which you wouldn't expect from him. They kick it to him. He fields it around the 9 and he fumbles it. Picks it up. And the Giants will have it at the 12. Good start. What do the Giants eat popcorn before every start to every quarter? Jesus, they can't hold on to the football for their lives. Getting sick of this. Getting really sick of this. Make a play. 1st and 10 at the Giants' 12-yard line. Joe Judge, start fast in second half. You don't say, Joe. You don't say. Let's start fast in every half for going forward if we can. All right, buddy? This is the type of energy we're giving Joe Judge now. Sorry. He's blowing it right now. This is a big half. This could decide his career. Hand off to Barkley on 1st and 10. He goes straight up the gut. Gets about 5 or 6. Decent push there compared to other times when you hand it off to Barkley up the middle. Giants actually got 6 yards on that play. Barkley looking a little bit better, but he's still dancing it a little bit too much sometimes. 8 rushes for 31 yards. I mean, that's a bad half, but it's better than the halves he's been having. Let's put it that way. Jones was 13 of 19 for 166 yards in the first half. 2nd and 4. I got to put the Q3 up. Handoff was to Barkley, and he gets swallowed, by the way, by Oluwakun. Middle linebacker just read the play the whole way. Nobody blocked him. Will Hernandez nowhere to be found to block him. And that's a busted play. It's 3rd and 7. They lost 3 yards on second down. And we're back to pin your ears back. Hope that Daniel Jones at least can get the ball off in time. When you have 88 on the field, anything's possible right here. Could be a Evan Ingram-induced pick 6. Falcons drop guys back into coverage. Jones hits Johnson on the outside. This dude Johnson's getting some reps, and he looks all right. He's a big dude. All right, that's a big play. Nice little pitch and catch on the out route. Does he hold on to the football here? He kind of bobbles it, but he does reel it in. Uses his hands nicely, makes the catch. Hopefully they don't look at this. Please don't look at this. All right, doesn't look like anything's happening. Jones in the shotgun, empty set, nobody in the backfield. Slings it over the middle, and it's caught for a first down, Kenny Golladay. Jones getting a little rhythm here. This is what we needed. A couple first downs in a row. Get some rhythm going to this offense. Let's move quickly. $12:40 in the third. Yeah, I mean, he made the catch, Mike. Johnson at least made a catch. This guy, I don't even know who this guy's first name, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I remember when they signed him, but shoots it over to looking for Evan Ingram, and you can guess, incomplete pass. Every time they look at Ingram, something bad happens. See you, Jacob. Nice. Thank you for joining the stream, bro. Come back. Join us next time. Evan Ingram's off the field, and that makes me happy. 2nd and 10. Every time they look at this guy, it's a bad play. Incomplete, fumble, interception, all of the above are possible with Evan Ingram on the field. Jones looks like he's audible in here. 5 seconds on the play clock. He's in the shotgun. Weird Fox mistake, but Jones avoids the rush. Looking down the field. Throws it across his body, and he completes it. What a catch. What a play to Johnson, number 15. Oh, they call it incomplete? Are you kidding me? Jones did a good job evading pressure there. Looking down the field, makes an insanely dangerous throw across his body. And they say that this dude Johnson dropped it. Yep, he did. That would have been too crazy of a catch. From Johnson, getting mad reps right now. I'm going to have to look this guy up. It sounds silly, but I forgot his name. 2 seconds on the play clock. Jones gets the play off just in time. And nowhere to throw it. He tucks it, gets nothing. So, 4th down coming. Another brutal end of a drive. The Falcons are getting around the edge so quickly. I mean, he's stepping up in the pocket nicely, but he's having to rush so much. Riley Dixon on the punt. It looks like they're gonna need a defensive touchdown or something, like a huge help from the Falcons somehow, which is possible from what I've seen so far. It's possible. Riley Dixon on the punt. Good punt inside the 20, and Falcons will lay on it at the 18-yard line. What was a good start to the drive? It looked like it was a big play from Jones. He made a ridiculous attempt at a throw across his body. Johnson. Let me look up this guy. His first name. This is great TV right now. Colin Johnson. Excuse me for not knowing. I believe he's from the University of Texas, actually, now that I think about it, but I did not remember his first name, I'm not going to lie. They needed to score on that drive, man. They needed to score on that drive. That was it. If they gave up a touchdown now, we're going into the dark place real fast. Because I don't have any faith in their ability to play catch-up at all. They need to get out to leads. And the fact that they weren't able to do that today against the Falcons, they're just a bad team, man. Bad team. And every drive stalls somehow. Holding penalty, fumble, sack. Jones doesn't even throw picks. It's everything else. It's literally everything else besides Jones throwing picks. It's fumbles, it's dropped passes, it's holding calls, it's pass interference calls on offense. It's everything. It's so bad. Getting real fed up with how they play on offense every single week. Every single week, every drive stalls. They are. It's like shocking when they score a touchdown at this point. It really is. Get a stop. Defense is going to have to win this one for them like last year, because the offense is already they're losing players, and it's going to be the excuse now that they don't have any other weapons. They're using Colin Johnson on the outside. Seriously, we're gonna need to bring back Victor Cruz and Odell soon. I don't think anyone else is capable of doing anything for the Giants anytime soon. Even if they win this game, it's been so ugly that there's nothing really to be excited about, unless they absolutely blow their doors off coming up in this next half hour. But I don't see it. This is gonna be like last possession field goal. Win or loss. Force another turnover. That's what you're going to have to do. Defense is going to have to win them this game. Kyle Pitts down the field. They're not even looking at him. Missed a play there. Leonard Williams with a big sack. Fox just crapped out. Leonard Williams finally gets on the board with his first sack of the season. There we go. 2nd and 16. Good start to the drive for the Giants. Ryan, nobody in the backfield. He's looking got Alte. Oh, was that PI? That better not be PI. Good defense from Tay Crowder. Woof. He got there a little bit early. It was close. That would have been a real bad penalty to concede. 3rd and 16 now. Get off the field. No BS. No stupid penalties. Keep them in front of the sticks. Make a play. Get off the field and let's at least get some good field position. If this has to be Graham Gano from 60 yards all game, then just do it. I'm sick of just win a game. Some way or another, win a game. Ryan in the shotgun. 3rd and 16. Dumps it over the middle to Cordero Patterson, who they will bring down 4 yards short of the stick. So Giants defense holds up. Big play on first down that we came back late from break for whatever reason. Leonard Williams gets the sack. Giants defense holds up. So 2 inept offenses today. Touchdowns look hard to come by, especially for the Giants. I'm kind of getting old. I don't know if I like Peppers returning punts anymore, man. Give someone else a shot. We never break any punts. Peppers back to field to punt at the 20. He takes it. And he goes forward, gets about 15 yards on the punt return. So decent return there. Nothing crazy, but he does back them up a little bit more. Get them up the field a little bit. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's a flag on the play. Officials talking to Joe Judge. This better be on Atlanta. Offense is going back. Are they going to repunt it? Oh, unsportsmanlike conduct on Atlanta. Thank goodness. Finally, the other team contributes to the cause. Thank you for your donation, Atlanta. Finally. Leonard Williams was the star of that drive. Big sack on first down. And we're going back to commercial break. 9:36 remaining in the third quarter. 7-6 Falcons. Kind of a dead game so far. I mean, it's up for the taking. Either team can win it, but it doesn't seem like either team wants to win it. Every other direction, there's a bad penalty, a turnover from the other team. So far, we've had a fumble from each team. We've had bad unsportsmanlike calls from each team. It's ugly. It's real ugly. This is an ugly football game. And everyone probably had the over in this game. The predictions before when we were talking about the predictions before the game, everyone had this in the 20s at least. We're lucky if we get to 17 at this point. This is a pretty, you got to score points eventually. It cannot be this difficult to score a touchdown. It cannot be. Against Atlanta, it cannot be. What's going to happen when they play good defenses, man? Denver, actually, we saw what happened when they played Denver. Nothing happened against them. Take a deep breath. We're going to take a deep breath, have a sip of water. Daniel Jones is scoring a touchdown on this drive. I just spoke it into existence. The water told me Daniel Jones throwing a TD on this drive. We haven't seen him run it really in this game. They've kind of been doing a good job of making sure he doesn't break any of those big runs, but I don't feel like I've seen any of those keepers yet that he was running last week against Washington. Maybe that's just something Jason Garrett and Daniel Jones kind of saw against Washington, that they would crash down so hard on Saquon. Something's got to give. Something has to give in this game. This is like two teams that don't want to win, that want to go 0-3. Kyle Pitts, Falcon fans, have you seen Kyle Pitts yet? It's not like the Giants are known for defending tight ends over their history. Kyle Pitts should be at least relevant in this game. We finally get a Leonard Williams sack on that drive, which is nice to see that he's trying out there after getting paid. They're calling this a defensive struggle right now. Is it a defensive struggle or two bad offenses? I guess the Falcons don't have a terrible offense. They move the ball and score points against other teams. The Giants are the only teams that make it so difficult. Giants have their ball on their own 44 after the unsportsmanlike penalty. You gotta at least get points on this drive. No excuses. Play action fake on first down. Dumps it off to Barkley. A little screen set up. Barkley's got all kinds of room. He gets about 15, close to 20 yards there. Big play on first down. Well-designed play. It's a flat. Tell me there's a flag. Ineligible man downfield. Oh, my God. This is such a bad football team. Such a bad team. Will Hernandez, welcome to the party. You commit a foul too. Dude, the penalties are so bad. Joe Judge is a fraud at this point. I know everyone's like, oh, discipline. He's not telling the players to commit penalties. It's becoming too much now. Do they even practice? Get some NFL officials at your practices. Jones slings it to Colin Johnson for about 10 yards on first down. Okay. This dude's starting to make his presence felt. Seeing more Colin Johnson than Kenny Golladay so far, which is a little surprising. Not really ideal. Rudolph comes onto the field. I don't want to see 88 anymore, man. I don't want to see 88. I don't want to see EE. 2nd and 5. 8:40 remaining in the third quarter. Handoff is to Gary Brightwell, the rookie, who carries it forward, gets close to a first down. It might be a little bit short there. Gary Brightwell getting carries. He's the one who committed the personal foul earlier in the game on punt coverage. Dante Fowler has been disruptive in this game. I feel like he's getting a lot of pressure in the backfield. Jones, 16 of 24, 200 yards. If he doesn't throw for 300 today, he never will. Third and 1. Looks like they're going to run a sneak. And do they get there? It's close. It's real close. First down. Whew. Daniel Jones' big, lanky body just falls forward there like a bag of bones and gets a first down on the QB sneak. Quick little Patriot highlight. Oh, man. It's ugly for New England right now. 1-2 Pats. Giants have to play New Orleans next week, which will not be easy, obviously. So they're going to need to get this dub today. Jones in the shotgun. Slings it to the right. Oh, incomplete. Who the hell was he looking for there? I don't even know who number. Oh, he was looking for Barkley. Throws it low. 2nd and 10. You got to at least get into field goal round. I'm sick of playing field goal ball, but at the end of the day, that's what they need to do to win the game at this point. And rely on that defense. Jones in the shotgun. Hands it off to Saquon. Makes a nice cut up the middle. Gets about 6 or 7 on 2nd down. Saquon looking a little better. Oh, someone's badly hurt, I think, on Atlanta. Not badly. Got up. Third and 3. Got to pick this up. I don't care. It's 4-down territory if you ask me. Sick of them getting off the field on 4th and short. I don't care where they are on the field. Stop playing field position, Joe Judge. Play for points, not field position. Third and 3. Barkley, 11 rushes for 41 yards today. I mean, nothing special, but like I said, if you've been watching Saquon so far, this is probably the best game he's had of the season. So, major knee injury. He's going to take a little bit of time. 3rd and 3. Jones looks like he's audible in or something. We'll see. Falcons showing a lot of heat, a lot of pressure here. Jones going to have to get rid of it. Throws it down the field, incomplete. Took a shot, saw man coverage, missed him. There is a flag on the play. What's the call? Holding on Bredesen. They just are. What is Joe Judge doing here? Punting. Oh my God. Oh my God, yo. I'm done with Judge. 4th and 3, he's punting on the Falcons 40. Unless they're sneaking this here, then he could be back. They're not. They're punting it. They suck. He sucks. So conservative. Oh, great. They play field position. The Falcons have it on their own 5 now. I mean, it was a good special teams play to pin them deep, but they make scoring. Just had to get up real fast. They make scoring look like the hardest thing in the world. They make it look like the journey to the center of the earth. Like they need to go to the Earth's core and drill to the Earth's core to score a touchdown. Joe Judge is scared to try to put up points. The Falcons are going to put one in the end zone. This game will be over. Before we can blink. They'll put one drive together. They can at least put a drive together and score a touchdown. If you're new to the stream, if you're just popping in for a second, hit that like button. It allows other people to see the stream elsewhere. It gets recommended elsewhere. That's what I hear. So help us out. It's going to get real ugly, I think, the next half hour or so. The season hanging in the balance. Hanging like a fruit from a tree. That's what the season is right now for the Giants. It's about to get snatched from them. Everything's about to fall, collapse. Everyone's injured now, so that's good. No matter what, even if you win this game, good luck winning next week against New Orleans in New Orleans. If you lose this week, you're losing next week, and you're losing the week after that, so you're done. They're doing everything in their possible way to not win this game. Penalty, 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 penalty. Oh, good play from the Giants. Oh, wait, flag. Nice run from Saquon. Wait, flag. Every single play is affected by the referees the Giants play. It's getting disgusting. Sign of bad coaching. I don't care what you say. On both sides of the ball. And maybe it's because the offensive line is just overmatched and they're having to hold. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. The excuses have gone up to here. I don't care who's playing the offensive line. They need to figure it out. The coaches need to figure it out. If those guys are starting, then they're good enough to play for the Giants. They should be coached well enough to the point where they don't have to hold. Finally, they're showing some clips of Eli at halftime. Going right up next to Justin Tuck. Throws a pass out there. So he threw it to David Tyree and he pretended to stick it to his helmet. Wow, it was kind of corny, but it was funny at the same time. Now they're talking to Michael Strahan about Eli. Just on with it. I need this to end. I need to know what happens in this game. I'm going to be taking a nap after this because they're putting me to sleep. Falcons have the ball in their own 5. Let's make another play. Is that too much to ask? Hand off to Mike Davis. He spins. What a nice run that was from Mike Davis, and he gets a first down. Really nice run. Spin move. Gets to the outside. Runs for about 12. Picks up a first down. This riveting John Vilma-Strahan conversation is going on while the game's going on. Matt Ryan at the 11. Hand off to Davis again, and it looks like he's going forward now. 5-yard gain on first down from Mike Davis. Give up a touchdown on this drive, and the season's over. That's how it goes. The Giants need to be the next team to put the ball in the end zone, or they're losing. They've bottled up the run today for the most part. Matt Ryan's been eaten away with yards after the catch and little dump-off passes. 2nd and 5 here. Ryan looks like he audibled on the play. Handoff is to Davis, and he gets a first down. Falcons get across their own 30 there, and they're out of the danger zone. Joe Judge's attempt to play field position has completely been squandered already. Just keep showing me these David Tyree highlights. That's all I got left. And Manningham. Oh, that feels like ages ago. That feels like a different century. 1st and 10, 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Ryan hands it off to Davis again. This time they at least meet him close to the line of scrimmage. He gets about 3 or 4. Reggie Ragland's the first to meet him. If you're just popping in for a second, hit that like button for us. Pain. We're going to Spain without the S today. This might be the death of Giant streams. Because I don't know if I could put myself through 16 live streams of this football team with how bad they are. Just waiting for a flag. That's what you're doing. Play action from Ryan. Bootleg. Dumps it off to his tight end. Gets about 2 yards. So it'll be third and about 4 here for Atlanta. And I would really like to see them get another stop here. I feel like I'm getting greedy, though. I mean, the game is 7-6 deep in the third quarter. The defense has more than done its job. The fact that they can't put one drive together and get in the end zone is a joke. Blame whoever you want to blame at this point. Blame Jones, blame Garrett, blame the coach. Now they have 8 receivers. They're using Colin Johnson as their wide receiver 1 all of a sudden. Everyone's going to start adding this dude in fantasy. 3rd and 4. Ryan in the shotgun. Giants send heat. Peppers almost gets there. And it's almost picked off. Oh, it was nearly pick 6 for Logan Ryan. That's what they needed. Oh, the defenders getting in each other's way, and the Giants can't even squeak out a pick there. Brutal. All right, they get off the field. 4th and 5. No way the Falcons are going for it here. Matt Ryan just does not look good, man. I'm sorry. If we have any Falcon fans in the stream, what are your feelings on Matt Ryan right now? Is he kind of losing it? Is he slipping? Is it time for the Falcons to move on? I think it might be, honestly. Matt Ryan's giving me like late Eli vibes, like end of the road Eli vibes. Falcons punt. I wouldn't be shocked if that's not roughing the punter. Peppers fields it and gets about to the 30-yard line. No flags. I didn't see a flag. Logan Ryan could have had a pick. The receiver does do a good job of at least getting in the way there. Zacchaeus. Yeah, just keep showing Eli. You know where the bread is buttered, Fox. You want to make people feel happy right now. Show pictures of Eli Manning and Michael Strahan hugging each other. That's what we need. Those type of vibes. Giants couldn't even get a pick there. Couldn't even squander an interception there. They got, like, Adoree Jackson and Jabril Peppers kind of, like, bumped into each other, like, Three Stooges style. Logan Ryan and, not Jabril Peppers, Logan Ryan and Adoree Jackson. This is a nervy game, man. Last possession wins this game. That's the way it looks. What do you guys think? Predictions for this last quarter and chunk of change? Need to put some points up. I've said that like 85 minutes in a row, but it's just getting disgusting at this point. They can't score a touchdown for their life. Literally for their lives. Last week, looked like they could score, couldn't stop a nosebleed. This week, can't score for God knows why. At home against Atlanta. The Bucs just put up like a 40 piece on them last week. The Giants can't even get a touchdown. Seven to 6. This looks like a Mets-Braves game, honestly. Oh, we got to take a deep breath. They're bound to score eventually, right? Something has to go right. The law of eventually something has to go right. That's what I'm buying. That's what I'm going with right now. Don't throw to Evan Ingram for the remainder of the game. This is the time of the game where you put him on the bench. Don't let him see the light of day for the remainder of the game. Sick of him. Absolutely sick of Evan Ingram costing his team points every week. Hurting your team from the tight end position. It's so impressive, actually. It's kind of impressive how good he is at ruining games from the tight end position. Look at these miscues. Giants red zone trips 2, TDs 0, giveaways 1. 7 penalties. Shut up, Joe Judge, forever. Honestly, you shouldn't even be able to talk. Jones, 16 for 26. I mean, he's not been super accurate, but he's been under a lot of pressure today. He runs this time for a first down, and he slides with the football. Slides. Thank goodness. He learned how to slide. He understood the art of sliding will help his career. All these miscues, like that fumble that the ball just went through his hands. You can blame him for that. At least it wasn't a turnover this time. Evan Ingram gets game breaker the ball stolen right out of his hands. Here we go. Jones, 8 rushes for 38 yards. I haven't seen all those rushes. Barkley up the middle, gets about 4. Barkley's at least trying to go forward today. I'll give him that. But doesn't look like his number 2 overall pick, I'll tell you that. All his best plays get called back for holds. It's the only way they could block for him. You got to at least get in Gano range for me. 2nd and 6. Barkley in the backfield. Jones in the shotgun. Dumps it off to Saquon for a little screen pass. You know a hold's coming, but he do get a first down. A nice little easy play there for Jones and Barkley. That simple. Why is it that hard? Every other team does plays like that. Why can't the Giants do that more often? Little screen pass to Saquon, he picks up the first down. First and 10 for the Giants. we've seen this enough. We've seen them move the ball outside of scoring range enough. They need to put it in the end zone. Jones play action. Again, screen pass to Barkley. Barkley makes nobody miss and gets eaten by the turf monster. So, how many times have we seen that from Barkley? Is it the MetLife turf? I've heard rumors that the MetLife turf is an issue, but another reason MetLife stinks. The worst part about being a Giant fan is MetLife Stadium. As a Jet fan, too, I'm sure. They're doing so many Manning stats on Fox today. It's just Manning, Manning, Manning. 2nd and 7. Jones in the shotgun. Throws it over the middle to this dude, Colin Johnson, who's fighting for the first down. He might have gotten it. Good little fight from number 15, Colin Johnson, in his first real action as a New York Football Giant. He's starting to get a lot of targets from Jones. Do they give him the first there? Yes, they do. 1st and 10 for the New York Football Giants. Jones 17 to 27 for about 220 right now. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. We're going to have to put our fours up. They're not going to be scoring in the third here, so we had a scoreless third quarter. Real exciting stuff here. Got to get a play off. Oh, no, they don't, actually. They do run a play. They hand it off to Elijah Penny, the fullback. Gets about 4 or 5 on first down, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So 7-6. Like I said, this is resembling a Braves-Mets game in September, not a Giants-Falcons game. Scoring looks like the journey to the center of the earth for the Giants. It's like an expedition every time they get the ball. It looks so painful and difficult to move it and score in the red zone. The red zone stuff has been excruciating. The amount of penalties is killing me inside. There's one thing just not being talented, not making enough plays. It's another thing to just give away plays on penalties. The Giants have done that on countless occasions today. It's driving me up the wall. But let's change the quarter. Quarter 4. If you enjoyed the stream, if you're just jumping in for the first time, hit us a like. We're just starting up the channel. We're just starting to get these Giants live streams going. I hope this isn't the last one I want to do, because if you go 0-3, like I said, Spain without the S. That's where we're going as Giant fans at 0-3. Everyone, how many number 10s will be going home sad on NJ Transit tonight if the Giants don't finish this one out? They have to win this game. They've been given countless opportunities again. They're a laughingstock if they lose this one. Laughingstock. Driving well here, though. Couple of screen passes to Barkley where it's easy yardage, a lot of room for Barkley to get going, and that's what you want to see. If he's not getting free in the run game, they have to find ways to get him the ball in space passing. They have to. We've seen 2 completions for Kadarius Toney so far, and that's it. I mean, he got targeted one other time. It was really tight coverage. Maybe he's not getting open. I don't know. Galladay we haven't seen much of. The tight end position has been a negative today. Rudolph and Ingram. Ingram obviously with the 1 catch, whatever. He might have 2 catches. The 1 fumble, just brutal. Just negates any good plays he might have had before that. Rudolph has done nothing. So this offense is just... I'm surprised we haven't seen a Jones strip sack yet, because they're getting close. Falcons pass rushers are getting around the edge pretty quickly. Eli Manning commercial number 715. Oh, my nose is itchy. I don't know what that means. Jones, 8 rushes for 38 yards. He's getting an extra yard per carry than Saquon. He's probably going to end up leading us in rushing again today, isn't he? He's going to break one more decent run. All right, don't turn it over. Let's go. Let's get into Gano range at least. They are in Gano range. They're on the 30. On the Falcons 30. Hand off to Barkley. Oh, he spins. And he trips over his own feet again. Like, he's not even getting tackled by people this time. How many times has this guy fallen? You're not a ballerina. He's falling down. That was a sick spin move, but then he just falls down after. Sorry, you got to have better balance than that. Maybe his knee is messed up, but... 3rd and 5. Got to convert. Field goal is not good enough. You will lose this football game if you keep settling for field goals. Jones in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Receives a snap. Dumps it over the middle, and that's going to be short, it looks like, from Colin Johnson. What's the spot? Depends on the spot. They give him a first. Wow, they give him a 1st and 10. Whew. That's close. That's a bailout. Colin Johnson has been the number one. How many people are sprinting to add this dude in fantasy right now? Colin Johnson. I can't believe it. He's like wide receiver 1 for the Giants right now. No jive, no live. No jive, no lie. Here we go. Delay a game. Delay of game. I don't know. Oh, Giants take a timeout in the to start the 4th quarter. Awesome. Timeouts don't matter. Joe Judge doesn't like timeouts. Disgusting. I'm getting the... I'll be right back, folks. 30 seconds or less. Going to the fridge. Fourth quarter beer. Fourth quarter beer time. Cheers, everybody. This could be a solemn drink or a happy drink. 1st and 10. Giants have it on the 25. Play action from Jones. Throws a strike to number 19, Kenny Golladay. Kenny G, play the sax. We're playing the sax, baby. Finally, he's getting open. Good coverage. The cornerback went with Tony. Nice little way to get Golladay open there in space. 1st and goal for the Giants. Jones in the shotgun. You got to punch it in here. Come on, guys. Throws it up top. P.I. Golladay draws the pass interference. Good job. That was really well done. The cornerback wasn't looking at the ball at all, and Kenny Golladay draws the flag. Got to score 6 here. Let's go. Punch it up the gut. Yeah, he was wrapping him up the whole time. No chance. A flag all day. 100%. He does make a play for the ball at the last second, but he's holding them the whole way through before that. Don't try to get cute here. Goal line set up. Ingram goes in motion. Saquon up the middle. He jumps. And he's in. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley. And it's his first touchdown of the season. Oh, thank you. He's capable of scoring, and the Giants are capable of scoring a touchdown. Saquon Barkley gives the ball away to a lucky fan. Let's go. Giants score. Go for 2 here, right? You got to go for 2? What does the analytics say? Or no, you got to go for 1. Make it you got to go for 1. What does going for 1 here do? Because if they score anyway, they can kick an extra point and beat you. So go for 2, right? Dude, Barkley gets up on this. He was like, I'm scoring a touchdown finally. I don't care how much they stack it up. Here we go. 2-point conversion attempt. Like the analytics say. Jones in the shotgun. Big 2-point conversion here to make this officially a touchdown extra point game. Jones silencing the crowd. It's a design run. Jones gets in. What a run from Daniel Jones. What a run. He lowered his shoulder as a quarterback and took a shot, stayed on his feet, stumbles across the line, and it's 14-7 New York Football Giants. Finally. Some good news. Let's go. Look at that run from Jones. Let's go. He's fired up. Big fist pump. He knew they needed to score 7 there, and they did. They scored 8, actually. 14-7. The electricity and the oxygen is back. And you know what? Only good things happen since we opened the BL. So maybe the fourth quarter beer is what we need to do from now on. Maybe that's the ritual we go to. When we need to switch. Yes. Esteban says, bro, Saquon looked like a rocket flying. Yes, he did. That was the only way he was getting in on the. He knew that was the only way. He wasn't going to be able to lower his shoulder with the whole box stacked like that. So he got up. He held onto the ball, which is most important. I always get nervous when guys jump up like that and go skyrocket through the air. One guy lowers his shoulder, that ball's coming free when you're jumping like that. So big run from Saquon, and an even bigger run from Daniel Jones to get that 2-point conversion. I mean, it was a more difficult run. Whew. 14-7. The Giants are up. What can go wrong now? One more stop, and then go for the jugular. Calvin Ridley's been kind of blanket. He's been kind of quiet. Kyle Pitts has been kind of quiet. The most I've seen from their offense has been like little dump-off passes to Patterson, and Mike Davis has had a couple of nice runs, but good game so far from the Giants defense. No complaints there, really. Let's go. Giants scored a touchdown. And now they have 14 points, which makes it look like they had 2 touchdowns, which they did not. Big PI in the end zone drawn by Kenny Golladay there. That's why you have those big receivers to draw those penalties. They're a lot to handle for corners, especially in the red zone. Perfect example there. Golladay ties up the cornerback. Easy PI. And Saquon over the top. Boop, boop. We got a hell of a fourth quarter stuff still happening here, though. Big drive there, though. 10 plays, 71 yards, 5 minutes and 10 seconds that drive took. That's one of the better drives we've seen so far this year, for sure. Gano with a little pooch kick. Patterson still catches it at like the 10. I don't know what they're doing. He gets up to like the 29-yard line. That was a great run from Jones. He absorbed contact. I thought he was going down there. He kept his balance, stumbled across the line. Needed that. I like the play call, too. Let Jones run that was a good play call from Jason Garrett for the 2-point conversion. They weren't expecting it. They weren't expecting Jones to keep it like that. They thought he was going to have a pass option. He just ran it himself. All right, Matt Ryan on 1st and 10. Hands off to Mike Davis. He gets brought down from behind by Reggie Ragland after like a 4-yard gain. Davis a little shaken up on the play. He's limping. That could be big. Yeah, I like the way he's running for Atlanta. Little flea flicker from Trevor Lawrence, and he threw a pick. Yikes. That was a bad play. Pick 6 it was. They ran a flea flicker on their own 20, Urban Meyer. Shaved points. Matt Ryan on his own 30. Play action fake. Dumps it off to Cordero Patterson. And that's a big tackle from Lorenzo Carter. Ooh, Lorenzo Carter and Cordero Patterson getting a little bit feisty there. 3rd and 8. Got to get a stop. 11:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Matt Ryan is just checking it down all day. Just check down city all day for Matty Ice. His arm looks like it needs ice already. It looks like it's a noodle out there, a wet noodle. What's the call? The Giants are taking another timeout. Oh, my God. 2 timeouts spent in the first 3 minutes. Patrick Graham is pissed off. That's like the most pissed off I've ever seen Patrick Graham before. 2 timeouts in the first 3 minutes. The mismanagement of this timeouts. I have to tweet about this. Sorry, it's bad TV, but I need to tweet about this. People need to know I'm displeased if you're not on the stream. First of all, why wouldn't you be? Joe Judge. Here we go. We're concocting a mean one right now. Pissing away timeouts. he's paid to do. Not the best, but we're just freestyled. We don't want to keep the people waiting. Dude, this KFC chicken sandwich, I'm sorry, it doesn't. I bet it's not. I mean, if you're near Popeyes or a Chick-fil-A, you got to go for that. (14-7) New York Football Giants. The Giants have used 2 timeouts in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. So, God forbid they need to, hustle late in the game and run a 2-minute drill to get a field goal opportunity to win it. No opportunity to do that because they're using timeouts on defense constantly. That's the second timeout they've used on defense tonight. Last time they used a timeout on defense, the next play was a touchdown. So let's see what they do here. Because the touchdown play was right after the Giants took a timeout on third down or whatever it was. Left a guy wide open right in front of Matt Ryan. Notice how the game started to turn a little bit when Danny Dimes started throwing it to everyone but Evan Ingram. And he said, I'm not throwing it to 88 anymore. I don't care what. I don't care what happens. He needs to sit down for a while. Seriously, why can't Evan Ingram be traded tomorrow? He should be. I know I used to say that last year, and it seemed like a little bit hyperbolic, a little bit dramatic, but I actually believe that Evan Ingram should be traded now. What is he? He's done in New York. He's done. He's mentally fried chicken here. He's mentally a KFC chicken sandwich for $3.99. Patrick Graham is screaming at somebody. I want to know who he's screaming at. Tay Crowder, who's the Mike linebacker now because Blake Martinez is out. He's screaming at Peppers and Crowder, and they had to use another timeout, which makes him look bad. Here we go, 3rd and 8. 11:34 remaining in the fourth. Matt Ryan has 124 yards passing. It's all been little dump-offs. He's not even taking any shots. Throws it over the middle this time, and he finally hits Kyle Pitts for a first down. That's a first down for sure. Welcome to the game, Kyle Pitts. Everyone was telling me this guy's going to be a beast. I mean, he looks like a beast, but first-year tight ends don't really just take off like that. History shows it's very difficult. Even T.J. Hawkinson, right, who's a good tight end now. He was taken high in the draft. Took him a little bit of time to be, this good. Patterson on the handoff on 1st and 10. He gets about 2 yards. The run defense has been good. I mean, the defense in general has been good. They're letting everything go underneath. Big play from Azeez Ojulari to end the half, too. This should be a 14-10 game right now if Ojulari doesn't get that strip sack at the end of the half. The Falcons have been outscored 38-0 in the fourth quarter so far this year. That's putrid. So they're due. You know what that means. They're due. Ryan in the shotgun on 2nd and 7 on his own 42, excuse me. And he dumps it off for Patterson for a first down. Oh, Patterson stiff-armed Logan Ryan, and he's still going. Big gain for Cordero Patterson. What did I say? What did I say? All they need to do is wrap up because Matt Ryan is not throwing it down the field. These passes are literally, I can make these passes. Maybe not these reads, but if you said, hey, guy's going to be open right there and right in front of you, you can make the throw. I would do it. These throws from Matt Ryan are not difficult at all. Logan Ryan gets stiff-armed into the ground from Cordero Patterson, who I think is their best playmaker on their team, honestly. They run their whole offense through Cordero Patterson, which explains why they have been outscored 38-0 in the fourth quarter this year, but still. Yes, Jacob, the Giants are winning for now. There's still plenty of time. There's 9:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 14-7. Falcons are driving a little bit here, though. They had 2nd down. They just ran it on 1st down. It was like a 1-yard gain to Patterson. Second and 8 for Matty Ice. Matty Ice, 19 for 27, 160 yards. 1 touchdown, no picks. He did get strip sacked. And the Giants recovered at the end of the first half. Play action fake for Ryan. He bootlegs left. Look at his. Mike Davis breaks a tackle. Even hard to explain that play, but Mike Davis just made a heck of an effort, man. Heck of an effort. Matt Ryan can't throw the football, man. He's got a wet noodle. He looks like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Matt Ryan was a great football player. He was a really good quarterback for a really long time. It looks like, just from watching this game and what I saw Taylor Heineke do to this defense like 10 days ago, his arm is washed. 3rd and 4 here. 8.5 left, so it's not necessarily 4-down territory here for Atlanta yet. But if they pick up a yard or two, they're definitely going to go for it. Inside their Giants, they're on the Giants 25. Ryan back to pass, and he hits complete to number 4. Tajay Sharp gets a 1st down catch. So finally he's starting to hit some receivers. He hit Pitts on this drive, and he hit Sharp for the first time on this drive. Just soft coverage. Rodarius Williams. Why the Giants are using a 7th round draft pick this much? I mean, I don't know how many snaps he's played because they don't show corner snaps every 2 seconds on the TV feed, but Ryan in the shotgun on 1st and 10. He's got all day to throw it, and he gets brought down. Finally, whoo! Austin Johnson just wrapped him up as he decided to run. Matty Ice has no wheels, like no giddy up in those wheels. Austin Johnson with the sack. So I think that's the 3rd sack of the game for the Giants. So they're having a little bit more success today, getting to the pass rush. But it's also like Matt Ryan is just sitting there waiting for guys to get open. Great coverage down the field. It looks like. I mean, you can't see from this feed. You can't see coverage down the field. Matt Ryan in the shotgun. 7 minutes left. 2nd and 16 after the sack from Austin Johnson. Ryan slings it out wide, and it's a completion to Zacchaeus. I think he might be like a yard short of the 1st down. So Falcons are driving here. Giants are going to have to put points up again, it looks like. 3rd and 2. This is to make it a blank and goal situation. So 1st and goal situation if the Falcons can convert. 3rd and 2. Big stop needed here. This is really for all the marbles. You got to hold them to 3. Little screen pass, 1st down. Calvin Ridley catches it, and it was like that 1st down was like the easiest play of all time. They've been waiting to run that play all game. 1st and goal for Atlanta. The offense and defense never play with the same energy on the Giants. It's always like, defense will carry us for half the game, then the offense will turn it on and get hot, and then the other will shut off. It's exactly like the Mets pitching and hitting. It's like never good at the same time, offense and defense. Ryan in the shotgun, looking, slings it out to Ridley, who's got nowhere to go after he catches it. So it's about like a no gain on the play. Good coverage from Jackson. He let him catch it underneath and stayed disciplined, didn't overcommit. Gets the stop. 2nd and goal. No real gain on the play. You got to just guard Ridley. I mean, that's the guy Ryan's looking for most of the time. I feel like that's why he's kind of been holding the ball for a lot of it. He's trying to force it to Calvin Ridley, and James Bradbury's been in his grill. He's been in his kitchen the whole game. Ryan screaming at somebody, "Get over here! Get over here!" 2nd and goal. Patterson motions into the backfield. Zacchaeus, Ridley, and Hurst are the wide receivers are out wide. Ryan gets the snap off, throws it off his back foot. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, Adoree Jackson dropped the easiest pick he's ever going to get. Oh, my God, that would have been the game. That could have been the game. This is next play is a touchdown now. Adoree Jackson just dropped a pick in the back of the end zone. Matt Ryan felt heat, threw it off his back foot to nobody, airmails it, and Adoree Jackson dropped the pick. You got to be making that catch. You got to be making that catch. Here we go. 3rd and goal. 5 minutes remaining. 5:01 exactly remaining. Clock is stopped after the incompletion. 3rd and goal. Ryan in the shotgun. Giants send a little pressure. Crowder goes on the blitz. Ryan throws it off his back foot. Looking for Kyle Pitts, and they give a pass interference call on Logan Ryan. Oh, my God. This is just... Are you kidding me? Ryan was flushed out, and this is why you have Kyle Pitts, because he's just a monster of a man. He just throws it in general direction to Kyle Pitts. Oh, that is a weak call. I mean, he's kind of holding him. He's a little bit holding him. Pitts could have made that catch. Just let him score. This is getting bad now, man. The penalties have not stopped. They just don't stop with this team. Every single friggin' drive. I like to make my curses mean something. I don't like to just throw them out there. Here we go. Goal line set. Mike Davis in the backfield. Hand off to him. He's stuffed. Definitely not a first down. Probably loses a yard. But the Giants, once again, the Giants have one timeout, and they're in a late, close game. Disgraceful usage of timeouts. 3 weeks in a row now. Second and goal. Ryan in the goal line set. This will probably be a handoff to Davis again. Nope. They look for and they throw a touchdown to number 85. Tight end number 27 in your fantasy leagues. I don't even know his name. Lee Smith. The great closer, the great baseball closer, Lee Smith, just caught a touchdown for the Falcons. It's 13-14. We'll wait for the extra point. These teams are exactly the same. That's a nice play design. Mike Davis hops in the air like he got the ball. They dump it off to the tight end. Extra point is coming. I wouldn't mind a missed extra point right now. You going to shank one for me? Nope, drilled it. All right, 14-14. We got ourselves a football game here, folks. Not a good one, but a football game. It's competitive. It's close. The great baseball closer, Lee Smith, with the touchdown catch. Matty Ice is pumped up. 4:13 remaining. It's 14-14. Can't really feel good about what you're seeing if you're a Giants fan. Can't really feel good. Offense finally scores. Defense gives it up. Long drive, long sustained drive, a lot of third down conversions, touchdown. Piss away a timeout. Stop using timeouts on defense. Just stop it. I'm sick of it. Stop using it. If you're going to give up a first down anyway on third down, you might as well not waste a timeout too. Every week, Joe Judge is just using timeouts like they're free of charge, just giving them away to people. You get a timeout. You get a timeout. No, I don't care. If the defense isn't ready for a play, so what? Figure it out. If it's a big play, it's a big play. At this point, you're killing the game with lack of timeouts. There's going to be 2 minutes left in the game, and the Giants are going to have no timeouts. That really pisses me off because you don't even give your quarterback a chance at that point. That's why they always constantly are playing this conservative play calling late in games when they have the ball backed up. They're like, oh, we'll just take it to overtime. Why? Because you have no timeouts. You have no semblance of moving the ball down the field. You have no time. It's getting really frustrating. My nose is getting itchy. I'm getting angry. I need to get beer number 2. Beer number 2 needs to be got. Last time we got a beer when the Giants started driving, they scored a touchdown. Herb Elias. All right. We're back. Whew. 14-14. Football. The witching hour. Let's look around the NFL right now. What other games we got that are close? Damn, the Bills are destroying Washington. Destroying them. 43-14. Browns are destroying the Bears. Ravens-Lions is close in the fourth quarter. Titans-Colts is a close game in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs took the lead and are up by 3 in the fourth quarter. That was very predictable. I would have live bet the Chiefs if I had the option. I would have. Too bad I was too busy here focusing on the good people of the live stream, but no. That was so predictable that Mahomes was just going to get it going in the second half. Kelsey's going off for them. Lee Smith, the great baseball closer, with a touchdown. Cardinals took a lead on the Jaguars, 31-19. That was another one you could have live bet. Been right. Bengals beating up on the Steelers. Saints, the Patriots are making it a little bit of a football game. At least they're down one score now, and that's what we got so far. This is the only game that's tied right now. Of course, it's the Giants, and we knew that this was never going to be a blowout because they're incapable of blowing somebody out. The Giants are physically incapable of blowing teams out this year. 0-2 teams right now. The Colts, the Falcons, the Giants, the Jags, the Jets, the Lions, and the Vikings. The Vikings are the only team that I could say might be able to do something. The Giants right now, they just beat themselves in so many ways. It's hard for me to get excited. It really is. Even if they win this game, which they should. If they don't, they're a disgrace. You need to put 7 points on the board here. That's it. Jones in the shotgun, 1st and 10, 4:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Free pass rush. He gets it out to Barkley. Wow. The pass rush was coming. Jones slung it out to Barkley somehow, and it's 2nd down. Barkley gets about 4 yards on 1st down. That could have been ugly. Falcons defense has been holding tight in the red zone today. Both drives were basically the same thing. Pass interference. One pass interference on the Falcons against Kenny Golladay, and then other side of the field, the Giants commit a PI. Logan Ryan commits PI on Kyle Pitts, and the running, easy 1-yard touchdowns. Lee Smith caught a touchdown. Barkley gets a 1st down. Nice little run there. 6 or 7 yards on 2nd down, and the Giants move the chains and keep the clock ticking. At least keep the clock ticking. Make the Falcons have to think about using a timeout on this drive. That's what you have to do. If you're pissing away timeouts, you got to at least get the other team to piss away timeouts too when you run the football and eating some clock, getting the Gano range if you have to. But you need to put 7 points on the board. I do not want to play for a field goal. I'm sick of this team playing for a field goal. They get beat that way constantly. Jones drops it underneath. Caden Smith on the catch, who I think is the best tight end on the roster, Caden Smith. If you're a Giants fan, I bet you agree with me. If you watch every week, Caden Smith is the most reliable tight end on this team. Kyle Rudolph has not proven anything yet. Evan Ingram is a walking turnover. I haven't seen Evan Ingram on the field, which you love to see. Joe Judge at least holding somebody accountable for a change. Jones under center, 2nd and 1. Giants have it on their own 45, just about. Pitches to Barkley. Why is he stopping his legs? Just run forward. He stops and starts, and then he gets wrapped up. That was such a bad run, man. Barkley on a pitch. I thought it was a good call. They had at least some guys out on the edge. He just needs to run hard and straight. He stops, waits for some hole that's never coming, and that's it. So they lose 2 yards on 2nd down. I'm telling you right now, if they give the ball back to Atlanta, they're losing. Right now. If they give the ball back to Atlanta before this 2-minute warning, they're losing the football game. Jones in the shotgun. Over the middle. And the PI flag comes in. Thank God. Golladay gets reached around. If I'm Atlanta, I'm throwing a challenge flag on that. But, I don't know. Do they even overturn PI anymore? Doesn't feel like it. Golladay runs a little slant route. Barely gets open, but he is getting grabbed. And he does get reached around. Are they challenging this? Nope. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Thank God. I thought Atlanta was going to challenge it. 23 for 33, 256 yards for Jones. No touchdowns on the day. No interceptions on the day. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. And you know who he was intending to target there? Evan Ingram. Every time they target Evan Ingram, it's a bad play. Every time. Get him off the field. He only runs that 5-yard turnaround and look at the quarterback route. He doesn't know how to run anything else. He never catches the ball in space. Ingram is easily enemy number 1. On offense, at least. 2nd and 10. 2:12 remaining. You got to at least get into field goal range and make Atlanta eat timeouts. Strip sack! Jones falls on it. Oh, my goodness. Dante Fowler gets home finally. I said that was coming. He strip sacks Jones, and somehow Jones falls right on top of it. Holding, too, on the call. They declined the penalty. This game is over, man. Giants losing by 3. Nate Solder. Not only does he allow a strip sack, but he gets called for a penalty. Nate Solder sucks, man. Sucks. 3rd and 19. This drive is dead. This game is dead. This game is so dead. Falcons by 3. Live bet it right now if you can. Obviously, you probably can't. It's 3rd and 19. Screen pass to Barkley. And he waits. And he waits. And he gets brought down by the first guy who goes near him. Like, Saquon is not that guy anymore, man. 2-minute warning. We finally at least got it there. Giants would be it would be like 4th and 8 at the 50. You bet your ass they're punting. You bet your ass the Giants are punting. This is so bad. Yeah, this win won't even disguise how bad the Giants are. Like, this will be the ugliest win you can ever have. I'm sick. I'm sick. They're about to lose by 3, 100%. Bet your life on it. Like, 50 fucking something yard kick is going to go through right now for Atlanta. Every week. It's the same thing. It's like, and then we talk ourselves into maybe they can do this, maybe they can do that. No, they just stink. They just stink. Even if they win this game, they stink. I don't care what happens. Take this to the bank. Atlanta's winning this by 3. Take it to the bank. I'm going to need to watch like a movie or something, like something completely out in left field after this. Just horrendous. Horrendous. Every week it's worse. Every week it gets worse. Week 1, they get blown out. Week 2, they lose. They beat themselves 25 ways and lose to a team that, maybe they're just a little bit better. Fine. This week, what's the excuse? You had like 12 days to prepare for Atlanta, and you put up 14 points. Only 8 on offense. The rest was 6 field goal points. One successful drive where you were able to punch it in the end zone. Yep, we got fooled heavy by the hype, Esteban. Joe Judge is dead out here, man. The fact that the Giants only have 1 timeout. So even if they did, when they punt this right now, they can't even give themselves a shot to get a minute left on the clock if they give up a field goal or something. They're just done. De Niro, I feel you, bro. 100%. They bring you straight down to the ground. It's not even you can any moral victories anymore for the Giants. There's no more they played hard, they just got beat by a better team. They just look terrible every single play. G-Rod Sylvia, they suck. The Giants suck right now. They're pissing me off, man. Riley Dixon punting. Of course they're punting. And it goes straight into the end zone. Touchback. Guess how many timeouts the Falcons have? 3. Guess how many the Giants have? 1. 2-minute warning is gone. Matt Ryan, 39 career game-winning drives. Bet the house. Bet the house on this win for the Falcons, right? Giant fans in the chat. There's no way they win this, right? 0%? What do you put it at? Maybe 1%? Falcons are going to have to give us a turnover. That's it. It's the only way you can win this game. The amount of penalties this team committed, they don't deserve to win. Oh, they throw it to Patterson on the screen, and he gets a huge gain on first down. He goes up to about the 50-yard line. They can't tackle him. This is over. Kick the field goal. It's a wrap. We're 0-3. New York Giants, clown shirt. Might as well be a clown shirt. Disrespecting the Eli Manning. Disrespecting the Eli Manning jerseys. How many number 10s are going to be on NJ Transit, New Jersey Transit tonight? Just crying. And they should be. I'm going to be crying soon. 142. Patterson has 82 yards receiving, probably like 50 yards rushing. Mike Davis on the handoff. He gets stuffed about a yard on the handoff. De Niro says, I feel like it's because our franchise ran by old people. I agree. The Maras are getting in their own way. They don't trust any new philosophies. They hired Dave Gettleman, who's probably like the oldest football GM in the league and at this point. Corey Isaac, have faith, brother. Yo, I wish. We just watched this too many times. Corey, yeah, I feel you. I'm not, look at this though. Pitt's wide open. I'm just calling it like I see it. I wish I would be celebrating these big plays and stuff, but 0-3 is what it's looking like. If you're new to the stream, thank you for joining along. We got 50 seconds remaining. We know how this story ends, right? Corey Isaac, if the Giants win this game, bro, you're my new favorite chat guy of all time because you told me to have faith, but it's not happening. The Falcons hot knife through butter on this drive. Hot knife through butter. Hand off to Davis, Mike Davis. He gets about 2 yards, and the Falcons are going to run up. They still have all 3 timeouts. They finally used one. Outcoached, outplayed, absolutely nothing good. Drop pick from Adoree Jackson. Like, I'm sorry, man. This is such a rough loss. Again, every week it's rougher and rougher. Try not to be negative. I try to keep it real. I'm not trying to just destroy things for viral stuff. But it's like, I'm watching the game. This is my favorite team, and look what they're doing to me. Young Ho Koo, no career game-winning field goals. That's the last hope we have. If he misses the field goal and nobody goes offside, I'll be shocked. Mike Davis on the handoff gets about 3 yards. And this will be the last. Falcons will bring out the kicking unit. There's 8 seconds left. Are they going to try to run a play? Just take a knee maybe and call another timeout? De Niro, hot take, we need to trade away DJ Ingram in a first round for Watson. Bro, I don't know, man. If you told me Watson's definitely going to play, then I would do it, but I don't know. G-Rod Silva, NY be stressing me out, bro. Yo, other than the Yankees, who might actually make the playoffs, New York is once again a dead town for sports. Until basketball starts up, which we will be doing some basketball streams. Ryan takes the snap, goes 2 yards to the right, lines it up for the kicker. Falcons will take a timeout, and this will be the last play of the game, unless he misses it. So 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, we have a field goal to decide it, and then, of course, it's not the Giants taking the field goal, right? This is basically a chip shot. If this guy misses it, there'll be a flag on the play. Joe Judge just said, let's go get a block. Let's go get a field goal block. I'll let you know how long the kick is when they bring it up. I'm not watching with sound, but it's a 40-yard attempt. I mean, it's not a chip shot. He should be making it, though. Here we go. Young Ho Koo from 40 yards to put me out of my misery. And the kick is up, and it's right down the middle. And the Giants lose and go 0-3. This team stinks, man. Listen, guys, I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not just trying to, he shits on his favorite team for click. Like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. This actually affects me. Your team loses every week and finds a new way to lose every single week. Every single week, this team finds a new way to lose. Every single week. They had no timeouts that whole drive. Not like their defense could make a play when they needed to. Their defense made plays the whole game while the offense wasn't doing anything. Then the offense wakes up when it's too late. Listen, it's over for us Giant fans. It's over. Rebuild, tear it down, all the above. Joe Judge, for me, Joe Judge has been the worst part of the Giants the first 3 games. Yeah, Mike, MC, this team is simply bad. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Just not, like, the penalties throughout the game were sickening. Sickening. It's like handing your team the other team a lifeline every 5 minutes. That's what they're doing. They couldn't get in the end zone until the fourth quarter. They decided they need to score touchdowns to win football games. Next week they play New Orleans in New Orleans. You think it's going to get better? I'm really sick to my stomach. That kick was so predictable. That last drive was so predictable. They just marched it down on us. Why are the Giants never the team that has the ball last? Because they're always giving it back with mad time left. They don't know how to run. They have no semblance of a game plan on offense. Jason Garrett, 1 touchdown today the Giants scored. Let me put the final score up for you, for everyone keeping score at home, and everyone needs to see it. The Atlanta Falcons have defeated the New York Giants. The Giants are 0-3. 0-3. They're the Jaguars. They are the Jets. They are all of the above. They are just as bad, if not worse, than all these teams. They were expected something out of this season. So brutal. So brutal. 0-3 again. I don't even know if they were 0-3 last year. I don't care. It just feels like they are every single year. I'm fed up, man. I'm fed up. I'm going to try to come back real soon and do some positive videos. I'm going to start talking about the New York Knicks, a team that actually may be able to make me happy. The Giants are just a pain factory. The Giants just create depression the Giants just create trauma on Sundays. If you know, like when you have work on Monday and Sunday starts to set in, you're like, oh man, it's going to be a long week. That's how I feel about the Giants. Every time the game starts, I'm excited, and then 2 plays happen. I'm like, oh, I don't know why I'm excited. There's no reason to be happy watching this football team. Joe MC said Joe Judge has regressed as a head coach. Jason Garrett is a vanilla play caller. Our defense has no cornerstone pass rushers. We can't blitz because we can't cover for more than a second. And our O-line has been rebuilding for 5 years. Clean house. Get rid of Gettleman. Yeah, get rid of everyone. Let the GM. Hire a new young GM and let him bring in the coach or whatever quarterback he wants. That's it. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to bat for Jones anymore. He could have made a couple more plays, but honestly, I didn't think he was the reason they lost the game again. We can beat that drum the same way. At this point, it's just long in the tooth. I'm sick of explaining this could have been better and this could have been better. They're just a bad football team. Like MC said in chat, they're just a bad football team. That is just another devastating loss for a bad football team. The season is over. It's a wrap. They couldn't win on Eli Manning Day. They disgraced the number 10. I'm sick to my stomach. Thank you, everyone who joined the chat. We're going to finish it up there. We're over 3 hours. If you jumped in for a second, hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up. Helps us a lot. And yeah, thank you, everyone, for joining me. Maybe I'll do a rant coming up about the Giants and just give my thoughts in like one quick synopsis video, but I don't know. I don't want to be negative, but it's very difficult. I feel bad for Daniel Jones too, MC. I feel bad for him too. Every game he can't win a game. His numbers are looking trash with the losses and the win-loss record. But every single week it's something else that beats them. Ingram with the fumble. The defense folds when you need them to play big, and they hold up when it really isn't that big of a deal. Like obviously every drive matters, but like in the second quarter, all right, maybe the defense can afford a lapse in judgment and allow a touchdown. But in the fourth quarter, when you need to get a stop, that's when this defense folds like a lawn chair, like a cheap lawn chair every week. And I'm sick of it. All right, this team stinks. They're 0-3. They'll probably be last place in the division. But at this point, why wouldn't you think so? They have to go to New Orleans next week. That's probably a loss. They have to play against Dallas. Listen, this is heat of the moment. I could change my all tune, but I won't. This was a horrible football game played by a bad team, and I don't want to hear any excuses from Joe Judge. He literally should look in the camera and say, I failed this city. That's what he should say. Like Batman. Or no, like Arrow. You have failed this city. That's what he should say. If you've ever watched that show, Arrow, on CW, whatever. It's like the DC show. Whatever. I'm sick of it. I'm done with him. That's it. Everyone, thank you for joining the stream. Follow the channel. We're going to be coming out with more stuff this week. I probably will have to release a Giants video again. Yep, team hasn't played. BX Sports Jedi Network. Team hasn't played a complete game. Wow, I'm shocked. 0-3. Yeah. Listen, I didn't think this team was going to be world beaters. I wouldn't have been shocked at 1-2. But 0-3 is unacceptable. Losing at home on Eli Manning Day. Yep. 3-time Super Bowl champ Skins. Yep, we're getting heckled. Giants suck. I can't even dispute you, bro. I can't even dispute you. I wish I could lie and sit here and say, watch out. Giants have to play New Orleans and Dallas next 2 weeks. I have no faith right now. Sorry, Giants fans. I want to be positive. Like I said, I'm not just trying to do, shtick here, negative routine, but it's just so bad. The team is so bad. They can't figure it out anywhere. 0-3. They're the Jets. The Giants are now the Jets. Jet fans, I'm sorry to act like, but yes, that's what the Giants are now. Don't get it twisted. Eli Manning's retirement today was the nail in the coffin for all this. We won a Super Bowl in 2011, 2007. I don't want to hear it anymore. Dallas will trample us. Dallas will trample us, and we're playing New Orleans the first game back with a full stadium at the Superdome. So you don't think that's going to be a mess too next week? I don't care anymore. The conservativeness, the punting on 4th and short when you can go try to win the game, all this stuff, Joe Judge needs to go soon, man. Joe Judge and Garrett, there needs to be a change tomorrow. Maybe not Joe Judge, but Garrett needs to go tomorrow. And maybe, shake something up. Fire another positional coach or something like that. Last year they fired Colombo, the offensive line coach, and maybe a little bit of help. That helped a little bit. This needs to be shaken up. The first month of the season, like we said, the whole team wasn't practicing in camp. You would think this team won the Super Bowl last year. No, they sucked last year, and all these players came to camp entitled, oh, I can't practice, oh, I'm injured, all this crap. They stink. End of the season. Honestly, new GM, new coach, new quarterback. If that needs to be the case, that needs to be the case. There's too many of these losses. The DNA of this team right now stinks. It's stench. It's rotten from the head down, and that's how it is. So, on that note, on that positive note, thank you everyone who joined the stream. I'm actually going to end it there. It's been a long time of me just blabbering sickness thoughts. And every week is the same thing. All these videos are starting to look like the Twilight Zone. They all resemble the same thing. Can't be happy for more than a second. Giant fans, 0-3. We're wearing the clown shirt. I'm wearing a clown shirt. I cannot wait to take this off right now because I'm so upset about that loss. It is what it is. 0-3. Maybe we'll be back next week. No promises. We'll see if the people demand it. Maybe you guys like watching this pain. I don't know. But until next time, everyone, thank you for joining Mikey Hot Takes. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter. It's in the description below if you want to follow me on Twitter. And yeah, until next time, peace.